Yeah. Got no time for introductions. Everybody in at once.
Shout out.
What's up?
Shout out.
Shout out. Yeah.
Got to bring that energy.
Try. Get this decade. Jess has been on me for like 2 years to get this done.
I know. I love this series. I mean, I
I
hope
mean-
you keep it going in some way.
I just didn't realize it had been as long as it had since we did the last one.
Yeah. And I hope everybody watching and the rest of you guys who do it have fun with it. I mean, half the fun is going through the decade itself and trying to pick your favorites from it.
I know when we mentioned this decade, I kind of thought, man, there probably won't be very many good ones in here, but it's pretty decent.
Well, I have to admit, and probably half of this is just because I didn't watch enough, but I found it tough to like some of my picks. I think I told you off screen. You know, after the first 2 or 3, it was like, oh, well, I saw this and it was okay. That's all I got, so I have to fill it in. No, there's like some really good ones each year. I just don't know if there's 5 that I could say are really great each year.
I actually feel too, going through the years, that the years got better as it went along. So I guess that's a good sign for.
We had kind of gotten a little past the remake trend, I think, is, there's a few in there, but
yeah,
that's really
I have
what
a few
the
listed.
previous decade was.
You're right, though. Not as much as the late 2000s had.
Oh yeah, by far. This is more original stuff in this decade, which you ain't getting that now.
No. But at least now, instead of remakes, we're getting sort of sequels.
I'd
rather have a sort of I'd rather have a sequel than a fucking remake.
Everything's a fucking requel these days. I don't need that. Halloween 2018 ruined everything.
Not a requel, a proper sequel.
A proper sequel.
Yeah. Not a remake disguised as a prequel sequel thing.
Yeah. Don't confuse me with, naming the movie the same title as 2 other movies you had before it in the same franchise.
I just don't like.
You know what's really wild? Oh, sorry, Jake. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say I just don't like the whole what Halloween started with. Let's retcon everything else other than the original and make a sequel. Leprechaun did it with Returns, and they're all doing it.
Yeah, you can stuff all those in a sack.
I just can't wait to see
mister.
Who has Suspiria on their 2018 list. That's what I'm waiting for.
Spoiler alert! I don't think it didn't make mine.
Okay.
It didn't make mine.
But
it's funny what we were just talking about. We might be laughing at that later when I list it.
That movie has been forever sullied, unfortunately.
It has.
That's what I'm saying. I think I would have liked it more had it not been for extenuating circumstances, probably.
We're going to do a commentary of that one day on one of our channels.
Proper one.
The redemption arc will be completed.
I'm down for that.
A real commentary.
All right.
So you guys know what was really bizarre, because I remember doing the other shows with you. As you get deeper and deeper, there's a certain point where there's like 2,000 horror movies. Legit.
Yeah.
Like it's insane. So you can imagine me trying to remember, since I probably saw like 1,800 of them.
I was gonna say, ain't nobody seen as many as you, Dan. So
let's just kick her off with 2010, a Serbian film.
There you go. There you go. Maybe a top 10, not a top 5, but.
Okay, so I guess we'll go, since it's been a while, just gonna be the top 5 from each year of the 2010s. You got honorable mentions. We can kind of, for that year, we can kind of just do them all at once.
Okay.
So I don't know if. Oh wait, I don't know. I don't think he'll be right back. But we'll let him catch. Are you guys ready?
You're ready to go.
Hello, Ben and Amanda in the chat. Amanda, hello.
Hi.
Hello,
What's up?
Ben and Amanda.
That's my wife.
What's up?
I thought so. I had to stop myself. I didn't know if you wanted that.
God,
That's it.
I might put her in timeout if she doesn't behave. So
Oh my.
You're gonna get the "your friends are real assholes" speech later on.
no, I'm the
Yeah,
asshole.
I hope not. I like to think of us as lovable assholes, though.
Yeah, exactly. Well, 2010, I mean, I don't know if I want to throw out honorable mentions that you guys might have picked, but there's quite a few. There's Julia's Eyes. That's a really good one. Dear Mr. Gacy, if you like true crime, that's a really good William Forsythe movie. Let's see. Yeah, I can never say that.
Wikipedia. I didn't know that was 2010.
Yeah, some of them may not be listed that way on Wikipedia. I know
Okay.
it can vary a year, so I'm sure we'll be a little off on some of those. Senin really hard one to say, but that's a good full car film. Yeah, there's a lot of honorable mentions. Husk. If you want a good scarecrow movie, Husk is damn good.
Yeah, I was always a big fan of that one.
Yeah, and Devil, which might be on some of your lists. I could keep going. There's a lot. Undocumented's another one that I feel not a lot of people have seen. Horrible Way to Die. Those are some honorable mentions. It just didn't quite make it for me.
Cool. Corey, do you got any honorable mentions?
Not for this year, no.
No. Jeffs, do you?
I don't think, yeah, not really. I didn't really write any of the ones I can even considered to put on the list down because there were very few and far between.
This is 2010 we're talking about now.
Yeah.
Man, Jess, it's a lot of good movies in here. What are you talking about? Coldfish is one I like a lot.
Ooh, good pick.
Is it Japanese or Korean? I'm not sure.
Korean.
Japanese. Oh, it is Korean.
Yeah, I believe so.
This if I had Piranha 3D. I like that one. Would be honorable mention. And Last Exorcism. I think it's a decent exorcism movie. And then I have to put Thanksgiving in.
Japanese, Jay, you were right. My bad.
Okay, I'll take that back. I had these are honorable mentions for 2010. Black Swan and the Crazies remake weren't too shabby, but they didn't make my list.
Oh, you didn't have Nightmare on Elm Street in there?
I don't even.
That's his number one.
Sean McManus in here?
Old Curly Jess.
Wait a minute.
Man, there's so many. God.
Simmer down now.
So many good ones just in 2010. Like Yellow Brick Road.
Oh, yeah.
Goodbye, Yellow Brick.
Rare
Oh,
Exports.
shit, I missed that one. Damn it.
I can't find a good list here. I'm just on IMDb trying to narrow this thing down.
Horrible Way to Die is one that I feel like not a lot of people talk about. Stakeland, a really good vampire movie that got a sequel not too long ago.
Since I'm in charge here, we're just gonna roll all these into a tournament. So let me pull up the.
Here we go. Bring it up. Chain Letter, I thought was pretty good.
Yeah, that one's weird. You have to get the DVD because the DVD has the unrated version, while the Blu-ray was only the R version. Really pissed at that.
Yeah, I forgot about all that crap that used to happen like that.
Yeah. Black Death. I don't know if anybody mentioned Black Death with Sean Bean. That's a really good one. Probably would have been in my top 10 if I dug that deep.
Same Bean.
Yes. What else do we have? I like The Dead. The Dead's a good
Saint?
zombie movie. Saint's a
Or
good
Scent,
slasher.
I guess is the other title it's known as.
The Shrine is good. I like Piranha. It didn't make my list, but I do think Piranha's fun. One of those movies that I think is just a little bit more fun than the original.
Rambach, Dan. I know you're probably a fan of that one.
Oh yeah, German Berlin Undead, German zombie film. I remember that. Tucker and Dale, which would probably, again, more of a comedy, but Tucker and Dale's hilarious. I know they've been trying to get a sequel made. There's also the Israeli horror film Rabies. Another really unique one, and I can't recommend it to everybody, from 2010. Violent Kind. I don't want to give away the gimmick. I'll just say it involves this rockabilly type gang, and it's got paranormal overtones to it. It's one of the more unique movies that year, and just didn't quite make a top 5 for me, which is always hard to make. But yeah, 2010. Honestly, every year is absolutely stacked. So I think I got you guys a pretty good top 5 for me.
You got me changing my list on the fly here.
I got like 3 hours of research, and it wasn't even enough. There's just so many fucking movies that you forget about. Not that you forget about, but you forget, okay, what year was that exactly? Where does that fit in? I know you're a big Let the Right One In fan, Jay, but you also had the remake, which was good too.
Not bad. I mean, as far as remakes go, kind of unnecessary, but it did a fine job with it.
Yeah, it's kind of that funny game scenario where it's like it's so similar, but it's also damn good. So it's tough.
That's one thing I'll say, that some of the remakes that did come in this decade are better remakes, it feels like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's kind of a theme. I feel like each year as we go along, it becomes stronger and stronger and stronger. As you get past 2019, I would say we really are in a boom period. Like my top 10 lists after that, like, they're hard to make because they're all really amazing horror films. So yeah, I've got a few that you guys probably haven't seen, so you get a good watch list, I think, out of this.
This was a great year.
Yeah.
I mean, Devil's Playground, like so many movies that are good movies, they're just not at the top of my list,
If you want to get a little weird, there's one called Beyond the Black Rainbow. That's another one I wouldn't recommend to everybody, but I like it a lot.
It's was that David Bowie's son or somebody made that? Somebody's kid made that, I thought. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I'd have to double check. I don't know on that one, but it's really good. What else? All About Evil. I like that one. Another horror comedy that just recently got a Severin Blu-ray put out on that one. You mentioned Cold Fish from Sion Sono, which is just amazing. And Ben points out, yeah, Beyond the Black Rainbow is the same director that did Mandy. That was kind of his entry point.
Cosmatos.
Yeah. I don't want to throw out one that I sense might be on one of your lists because I have mixed feelings about it. I really don't love it, but it's fucking unique as Rubber. Not on my list, but it is a movie you kind of have to see once.
I'm having trouble getting the top 5 together here, guys.
It took me a little while too. Some shows when we do them on Flesh Wound, I spend a ridiculous amount of time in taking things on and off the list and obsessing over it. So I understand.
I'll just name a few more honorable mentions here. My Soul to Take, you know. I know it's probably bottom of the barrel Wes Craven, but you know.
I just don't remember a lot about it. Like, I don't know that I hate it necessarily. I saw it once and I just never went back. The Shrine is one I remember liking. Silent House, there's a good one.
I mean, Insidious, that's probably got to be on somebody's list, right?
I figured one of you is probably gonna drop that one. It's not on my list though.
We Are the Night. That's a German, I believe, vampire film.
Yeah.
Really good vampire movie.
Another weird one I remember is Wound. Outcast. Probably going to be on one of your lists, I would imagine. Rare Exports also, I think, dropped in 2010.
I don't know what Jess was talking about. This is some great movies in this decade.
Gotta watch some movies, Jess.
Oh, I'm sure I'm going to hear it from folks. And yeah, I probably need to watch movies.
You are gonna make a list, and you're gonna have a blast. I envy when somebody hasn't like seen everything because you get to experience it for the first time. I do,
but the problem is I get a backlog of a list from you guys and other friends and cousins, and it's like the older I get, I feel like I have less time to just give something a try.
You've just got to sit down your family and say, look, we are not watching anything else till we get through a Serbian film.
I'm sure all of these kid would love to watch some Serbian films.
All of these light romantic comedies that will be recommended tonight. You got to get through all those first.
I mean, if Dan can watch 400 movies a month, surely we
can watch 4 new ones
watch
a
couple.
Yeah, those are rookie numbers. Rookie numbers.
Okay, I'm back finally.
All right. We dropped a shit ton of honorable mentions, so
that pretty much covers 2010.
Yeah.
We didn't do any of our 5.
I'm sure some of their honorable mentions ended up on lists.
Well, I guess we'll start.
We'll find out. Jonathan, wherever you are, what the hell?
You say you're right back. I don't know. We'll start Jess and go Dan and around.
And we're starting at like number 5.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 2010, number 5. Saw 3D, or as I know it is, Saw the Final Chapter. And I liked it, but it's definitely one of the weaker entries of the franchise, which makes it hard for me to put on a top 5 list. But I still.
What number is that? Is that number 3?
I think it's 7.
It's
God.
6 or 7, I think. Yeah,
they were really
7.
Yeah, they were really bad around those numbers.
Which I got to add, you should never on a franchise sequel, even if you're doing it in a 3D, call it 3D unless if it's the actual part 3.
3, yeah.
You could see how I was confused.
Well, that's why I think they changed it to Saw the Final Chapter, which also doesn't make much sense.
Which also was a lie.
Yeah, that is also a lie.
Man.
Just a bunch of liars over there.
All right, am I next?
Yeah, we'll go that way.
Okay,
Sweet.
whatever. It's your show.
It don't matter. No, that's fine.
All right, I'm gonna get a lot of shit for this, but Paranormal Activity 2. I like that movie a lot. It's my favorite in the franchise, and I think it's a great movie.
Sweet,
Cool.
sweet.
It's good.
A lot of people like that one. I hear that. You're not the only one. A lot of those bleed together for me, but I don't remember hating it.
It put food on my table.
Oh,
There
did
you
you work
go.
on that one? Did you work on the promo stuff for that, right?
Yep, the promo stuff at Paramount.
The people shitting their pants in the theater was
Yep.
all just grim.
Just Graham.
Does that make it
Definitely
harder
not
for
all.
you to hate a movie if you worked on it but didn't like it? Does that make it harder to hate it though?
No, there are definitely ones I've worked on stuff that it's like I usually give it a chance even if I wasn't originally going to see it. But
Right.
if I hate it, I hate it.
Gotcha.
Let's see. Well, let's get grim and depressing with my number 5 pick, Red, White, and Blue from director writer Simon Rumley. This is kind of like, some people would call it a dark drama, but it definitely veers into horrific territory. The cast is amazing. Amanda Fuller breaks your fucking heart in this movie. Mark Center, as always, plays a really awesome scumbag, and Noah Taylor, he's always great. So Red, White, and Blue. If you want, there you go.
I haven't
Not
seen
a light watch. Like I said, real world kind of broken girl horror.
You guys were doing your honorable mentions and you named a ton of those that I have on like the IFC Midnights. So
Is that
The
one of those?
Yeah.
Price
I put out a lot of great stuff, man. I love IFC
Yeah.
Midnight.
In that era, before they kind of had that deal with Scream Factory, some of the best of this era was put out by IFC Midnight, and
paid
that's
$1 for that. So
dollar
beat
well
that.
spent. Just like I said, don't watch it unless you're ready to be depressed.
well, I had Rubber at 5.
Oh, good. Okay.
Rubber. I'll go with that.
Avant-garde.
Yes. Best killer tire movie ever made.
Now tell us about the long line of killer tire movies, Dan. I'm sure there's a whole
Dan,
subgenre
Dan,
I'm not aware of.
Dan's probably knows more than that one.
There was that Finnish killer tire movie that came out in '93. Very
Exactly.
good shit. Good shit.
I'll be representing your mainstream audience here tonight.
That is okay.
Let's see. Okay, my number 5 is Hatchet 2.
I figured that
Daniel
was probably
Harris's People's Eyebrow in the whole movie.
on there.
There you
I don't
go.
know what was going on there, but
Botox.
All right.
I'm having. I don't know. My internet keeps cutting out, in and out, but hopefully I can make it through this.
We hear you.
All right, good. All right, well, let's go with number 4. Guess we'll keep going the same way we've been going
All right,
For
then
this
number 4
here.
was mentioned in some of your honorables, but Piranha 3D. I mean, that I saw that in theaters in 3D, and it was just a shit ton of fun. And I had enjoyed the original Piranha, but like I think you said, Dan, this might have just been better just because it was so much more fun than
That's what I
the
think.
original.
It was, yeah.
It has one of my favorite scenes of all time when Jerry O'Connell's legs are cut down to the bone, and he's like, "The fish got my dick." I can't
When
remember
that
the
floats
exact
in
line.
3D, it's quite
It got my
strange.
penis.
And I like Jerry. Jerry's one of the nicest guys in Hollywood.
He seems like it. He always seemed like a cool guy.
Yeah.
Grew up on Sliders.
Great show with him and his brother.
I love
Charlie.
Sliders.
Yeah.
I'm
Yep.
gonna go with Dream Home,
Oh, good pick.
Never heard of that either.
Japanese.
That's fine.
Josie Ho.
It's a good one.
All right. My next pick is from Korea, and it is from director Chol Soo-jang, Bedeviled. This is about a woman that goes through some really awful things on a remote island, and another heavy one. Check it out again if you want something a little more intense. Bedeviled.
Well, I made a couple changes while we were doing honorable mentions. Just a couple I didn't realize were this year. But so for 4, I've got Dear Mr. Gacy. Just kind of crazy. That was a true story. And I think that guy committed suicide later in life based on all that happened to him. So
Wow.
I have to check that one out. I know I've heard of it, but I just haven't seen it.
that's good.
Because is it William Forsythe? He plays Gacy in it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll check that one out. My number 4 is I really ain't heard anybody talk about it that much on the YouTube scene. It's Stakeland.
Yes.
Vampire joint. Really good vampire movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it got a sequel finally, and I've always loved Stakeland. Jess Grimm.
Jess.
Oh, yeah,
Number
sorry.
3.
Number 3,
One.
this was your Jake earlier's number 4 or 5. Hatchet 2.
Oh, it's hot.
Solid for the slasher fans, out of the 80s and even 90s. We all know what it is, but I enjoyed it.
You like it more than 1?
I don't think I do.
I don't either.
I think 1 is the best of what I've seen of that franchise. But it was a solid sequel, and it was what I was wanting at that time.
Are
Even
you
more so
guys
than
excited for In a Violent Nature, new slasher movie coming to theaters that looks, if you're a fan,
Looks good.
more
Not
serious?
Adam Green.
No.
Oh.
It's a slasher movie, but it's more, serious like the first Hatchet. You might enjoy it. Looks really good. Check out the trailer.
I'm gonna go The Last Circus for my number 3.
Very good pick. Very good
It's
pick.
Spanish, I think.
Yes. Yep. All right.
That one's really, really wild.
That's a fantastic movie. So we have similar minds on this year, Jay, because I also picked Dream Home. It's a slasher movie from Hong Kong. Even if you're not into Asian horror movies necessarily, if you're just a slasher fan, check out Dream Home. It's also really timely right now. And yeah, check it out.
Okay.
Mine's another one I changed up here. Yellow Brick Road. Just pretty wild movie.
That's a great one.
I haven't seen that either.
That's one you don't hear
Sounds like I
anybody
haven't-
talk about, dude.
No.
Yeah.
No.
There's strong
I think I
opinions
watched
on that
horror-
one both ways.
I need to watch more movies because I ain't heard of half of these.
That's definitely me, Jake. You probably got me even beat knowing more than I do on these.
Oh,
In a Serbian film, Ben, huh? Did I say Siberian earlier?
That one's got Putin in it.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Pooty
He
poo.
fights a bear. His airplane gets shot down by Ukraine, and he just fights a bear. But they learn to coexist to survive out in the wild. It's really touching.
good movie. My number 3 is Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Oh, good.
Great little horror comedy.
I forgot that one was that year.
Yes.
Good one.
He's on the Tyler Levine's on the wall back there
Just saying.
somewhere.
Number 2.
Number 2. Great one for this year. It was a debate whether to put this at number 1 or not, but Insidious. I thought it was a really cool movie.
Nice.
Oh, Ben, I didn't even realize I Saw the Devil was this year.
I didn't either. I was just looking at that.
That's
I
a great
see
one.
Ben put his list. I'll pop it up here after we get done with this year.
For number 2, I'm going to go with Troll Hunter. Another found footage. I'm a sucker for those.
Yeah, better than that new Troll movie. And I didn't hate the new one that they had on Netflix, that big, epic, big budget movie that they did, but I still think Troll Hunter is the better one. Well, Jay, we have another similar
I
one.
don't think I've ever seen that. Still.
See Troll Hunter. Troll Hunter's the shit. It's really good. I also have Last Circus for number 2, the Alex de la Iglesia film. I think this one's a must-see for any horror fan. It's an amazing Spanish horror film. De la Iglesia is a name. Just go through his fucking filmography and you're good. It's all excellent.
Check it out.
My number 2 is Tucker and Dale versus Evil. I think it's kind of a fun one to introduce people to, like, that backwoods style of horror. So it's a little horror-ish comedy type thing. So
if you're in a downer kind of mood, that one will put a smile on your face.
show them that before you show them Texas Chainsaw, if they've never seen it either.
Watch it after a Serbian film.
There.
And then, as a pick.
No, don't watch the Serbian film. No. My number 2, and I'm shocked. Well, I don't know. He's still got your number 1s, but it didn't make any of y'all's list. Is Frozen. Adam Green.
I didn't realize that was this year either.
Still his best movie.
Definite honorable mention.
Type horror.
Well, I'm going to just jump right into it. That's my number 1 for the year. I fucking love Frozen.
It's a good one. Yeah, I was kind of like you. My 1 and 2 could easily flip-flop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But really, yeah, it came down for me to Frozen was, man, I still dig that movie, even knowing what happens.
I can't find it on my list here. I lost it, but it's atrocious. Another found footage, I believe, Mexican movie that I like a lot, and I never hear anybody talk about that one either.
Good pick. Well, my number 1 is I Saw the Devil. What an awesome movie. Another one I really think probably a must-see for anybody.
Yeah, that one was, I think Jay mentioned it. I didn't even know it was that year, or it would have been on my list. I like that movie a lot.
Yeah.
My number 1's one of my favorite found footage movies, and it's Troll Hunter.
Another one for Troll Hunter.
No, I guess I need to watch Troll Hunter.
I know.
My number 1, it's a boring one, but a boring answer, I guess. But it's Insidious. I love it. I love it.
Hell yeah, man. Our 1 and 2s. That's it.
Darth Maul makes an appearance.
Yeah, dude, he's so creepy though, man.
Yeah.
Especially when he's like sewing the thing in his hooves. I don't know. I like Patrick Wilson a lot. So
is it Tiptoe Through the Tulips, whatever that song is that they play in there?
Tiny
like
Tim.
that is
Tiny
such
Tim.
a great that whole sequence, man. It scares the shit out of me in that movie.
That's one, like, movies really don't. I mean, after a while, we get so desensitized. These movies don't. Dude, the scene when Patrick Wilson, and his wife are in the kitchen and the Darth Maul demon pops up, that got me though. So, kudos for that.
Very, very much.
Well, that was
I forgot one
Good.
honorable mention, and I will throw it out. 7 Days, a French revenge movie, also very well worth tracking down.
I don't think I've seen. So Ben Grimm, he dropped his picks here. Black Swan,
That was
Troll
on my
Devil.
honorable mentions. It's a good one.
Turkey
Nice.
Dale, Troll Hunter, and you can't be serious and have certain film on your top 5 list. Come on, Ben.
That was a first date movie for Kruger. So
I wonder how that date went afterward.
went well, apparently.
Feel like a red flag.
You kind of know if you're a horror fan and that you still get a second date, you're good.
That's true.
It's a good test.
Right. Well, I guess we can go ahead and start 2011. I guess I'll start. We'll go around that way, so Jess don't have to start every time.
Cool.
This year kind of sucked for what I could find for me.
Oh.
Or no, well, anybody got any honorable mentions for this year? I guess first.
Not me.
One I'll throw out that's super obscure is Elise, ALYCE Kills. Elise Kills. It's a very just kind of came out on a no name label. But I really like it. Really dark. Descent into Madness. That's for sure. As far as other ones that I don't think people will probably pick, Exit Humanities, a good period piece zombie movie I like. Midnight Sun, good vampire movie. Memory of the Dead. There's a lot of honorable mentions. I'm not going to name drop them all because who knows?
it's a lot.
Chop's a fun one. Yeah, there's a lot of movies, period. And there's another one, but I think it might be on some of your lists, so I won't throw it out yet.
I don't really. I mean, the only, I guess, honorable mentions I'd have is Red State and Drive Angry. I like
both of those. Yeah.
Final Destination 5 maybe is an honorable mention.
Chrome Skull. I mean, I wish it was a better movie, but you know, I like the killer.
I still enjoyed it, and I don't
Is that the
understand why
second
that's
one?
not a. Yeah, well, there's only 2, sadly, but yeah, I don't know why that's not a fucking franchise.
Yeah.
Like people love that, and it seemed obvious that it would be, but Lovely Molly's another creepy one, especially considering there's a guy in that actually killed people later. Penumbra, Rites of Spring's a good one. Father's Day, if you want to experience some trauma.
I forgot about that.
Devil's Rock, Juan of the Dead. That one is an excellent zombie film. Actually, this was a good year for zombie films. You had Harold's Going Stiff, Exit Humanity. Juan of the Dead's a really fun Cuban zombie movie.
It might be, but I just don't think after Shaun of the Dead it could be topped with any similar idea.
You don't like Cubans, Jess?
No, let's not go there now.
That's okay.
It has nothing
It's
to do
all right.
with that.
It's all right. Yeah, no, I think you'd like it. You should check that out if you're in the mood for a zombie film. It's not too goofy. I mean, horror comedy, but it's, doesn't get overly goofy. Marcy May Marlene is kind of a horror adjacent one with Elizabeth Olsen. Okay.
I could see that written down and I couldn't say it.
I can't. No, I don't.
Good cult sort of story there.
Elizabeth Olsen, is that right?
Yeah. Ben is throwing out some deep cuts in the chat. Talk about me. Millennium Bug. That's a good creature feature.
You've seen so much shit.
I was about to say, if I've learned anything for this, I need to watch more movies. Apparently,
Yeah.
These are like full
Oh my
front
God.
back. That's like what I did
Jesus
over a few
Christ.
hours for your show. So
Wow.
I'm probably not even giving you like a real
And
top. It's impossible.
before this, Dan was like, "Yeah, I just quickly we went through here and jotted down some titles." And
I'm
but
committed.
here's,
Yeah.
my 10-page
I'm lucky if I
essay.
see, yeah, 1 out of 10 of the movies Dan mentions. Very lucky.
Well,
Probably
you
even
cer-
maybe even double that. It's
you certainly must watch Zombie Ass Toilet of the Dead, which was a 2011 landmark. I don't pick it because that's just a landmark of cinema in general. You know, it rises above genres.
that sounds like one it'd be fun to watch with you guys as a group.
You know what? If we have a Blu-ray player with us on the trip, I can bring Zombie Ass Toilet of the Dead.
Damn you, I won't be there this one.
Cliff,
Well,
yeah,
Next one.
That's right, Cliff.
Dan would make millions if he was doing this on YouTube and was a hot chick.
Mhm.
That's right. Are you saying I'm not pretty enough for YouTube, Corey?
Just
I'm
more
saying you're not a
cleavage,
hot
Dan.
chick.
We need cleavage in the
Yeah.
thumbnails.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Maybe I am a woman. So you know what?
Yeah.
Don't fucking assume anything.
You
Look
might
at
want-
this
You might want to
feminine
touch up that
beard.
beard.
I've been wanting
I'm
to
gonna-
bring the freak show back. Everybody always looks at me.
I'm gonna
When I
dye
watch
it
that.
pink. I'm gonna dye it pink.
Mm.
I am enough for YouTube, sir.
The bearded lady, Daniela.
Fuck yeah. Yeah.
Where were we? I don't know.
I was about to say we're 2011 and we're almost an hour in, so I guess we kind of need to.
We can pick the top 5.
Oh, let's see. I'll start. We'll go that way.
Cool.
2011. My number 5 is Anthology, Chillerama.
Ah,
Joe Lynch, Adam Green, and I can't remember the other director that had a segment on that.
is that the one where the girl gets the breast implants and they're like they like
Mhm.
have like mouths on them or something?
Yeah, Adam Rifkin. Also,
Yeah.
it's got the gay werewolf story.
Yeah, I think the I can't
R.
think today.
R.
The wraparound stories in a drive-in, I think, ain't it? Drive-in theater.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Good kaiju cum story in that one.
Number 5 for me is Red State.
Good one. Good one. Good one. All right, so I will throw out a Spanish horror film called Kidnapped. Another one that I believe IFC Midnight distributed back in the day. It's basically about a family being held hostage in their home, and it's really tense. Really tense. So I figured I'd throw out another one I think everybody would enjoy.
This one may be a little higher on your guys' list, but I'm gonna go Cabin in the Woods.
Great movie.
Just for what it did for the genre alone, you know. That's like a movie made for a horror fan, you know? Like it's got
Yes.
it all in there.
It
you
had
know?
everything. You're
Yeah.
right. Oh, I guess back to me now. Number 5, and it's kind of odd. This is actually on my list, but Human Centipede 2. And those films are disgusting. And I never watched the final sequence,
Don't.
but I liked the first 2 movies, or I thought,
I would
They're
not have
disgusting.
expected you to pick that, Jess.
and well, like I said, I really didn't expect myself. And there, you'd think Final Destination 5 would be on the list before that one, but it's just, I don't know. I remember it having an effect on me, which I think is what horror is all about that year.
Yeah, that part 2 is disturbing.
Yeah.
Like,
That's the best one. Lawrence Harvey's creepy as shit. in that
Yeah. I
movie.
mean, we're talking horror here. So I was like, okay, this has to go on here. It's number 5, but
Yes.
it's on my list.
Yes. Oh, Ben dropping some interesting ones there. It's back
hold
to
on.
you, Jay.
Wait,
Good choices. Ben.
is that okay? Is Cabin in the Woods?
Oh,
I
you're
had
looking at
11
the
or
wrong
12?
year.
I had that 2012, but
Oh, that's what it says on IMDb. I
2012
don't know
too.
why. My bad.
There's gonna be some variations there.
That's
So
2011. I don't know why, but
And Wick
Yeah.
is 2012.
it sometimes it'll have the production year, then somebody else will have the release year. Some will go by the VOD date. It gets confusing. So
yeah, just go with the list you got.
Yeah, it's gonna be because Ben's got Terrifier down there at 5, but I don't got that till 2016. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just going with what I got.
So
We'll just
same
do
here,
that.
I guess.
Letterboxd is probably
so number-
production year, so that's earlier than a lot.
they'll have like some festival that it played like 2 years before it actually got released.
Yeah.
That's
So
probably.
I'd say don't sweat
Oh,
it
well.
if your doesn't match up. Don't worry about it.
Sorry about
Yeah,
that.
no biggie.
Oh, it
Oh no,
does
you're
say-
fine. It's good.
it listed in the 2012 section, but when you click on Cabin in the Woods, it says it's a 2011.
Yeah.
Well, oh well.
So that is,
well,
but oh well.
it's going
Oh,
in.
It was
Jay's
released in
2011.
December 2011, but then I
That's probably
guess
why they
had a
it.
second release or that was in a different country, and then a United States release in April of 2012, according to Wikipedia.
Okay, that's why I had it probably. Oh, it don't matter.
Okay.
My number 4 is found footage, and I really hated this movie the first time I seen it. Second watch, I like it a little bit more, but Grave Encounters.
That's what
It's
I
a
had.
little
at
too
4.
long, but
I had that at 4 also.
That's a good pick. I'm not a big fan of all found footage. It depends for me, but I am a big fan of that one. My number 4 is another Spanish film from one of the makers of the Rec series, and it is Sleep Tight. Kind of, again, realistic, creepy, not one to watch with a girlfriend or wife. It's very disturbing, not gory, just very disturbing and kind of, again, rooted in real world stuff.
I'll go with The Woman for number 4.
Good pick.
Oh, yeah. Nothing too special, but I surprisingly like it. It's a remake. The Fright Night remake. You know, it's nothing fantastic, but I did have fun with it. It had enough differences from the original, which the original I love. But it was just fun. Throwaway movie.
Nice.
I haven't seen that in a while.
Cast is great.
I only remember Colin Farrell. Who else is in it?
Anton Yelchin. You had
David Tennant.
McLovin, David Tennant. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
what's her name is his mom. She's great. And I'm
I need to
blanking.
watch that.
Toni Collette.
Yes.
Okay.
She's fantastic in everything.
My number 3 is Scream 4.
Ah,
I don't hate it as much as everybody else does.
My number 3 is The Woman.
Oh, you and Jay, simpatico.
My number 3 is We Need to Talk About Kevin, which is based on a book as well. Really good movie with Tilda Swinton.
and that Flash fella that got canceled.
Yes.
Oh yeah, he's in that. Forgot about that.
You could kind of tell how he would turn out from that movie.
I'm going to go with Paranormal Activity 3. I love it. I love the franchise. I love found footage. So
Nice.
Not a found footage fan, but again, like a whole batch of those movies, part 3 also put food on my table, but it didn't make my list. My number 3 is, don't laugh, Hostel Part 3. Think direct to video, Hostel sequel.
Yeah.
You know, they made
And
3 of those.
they did.
Yeah.
And the third
not
one is
from-
probably the weakest, but I enjoyed it. I really did.
It's a little bit different.
Yeah, they did do something different compared to the first 2, which were kind of rehashes, and I thought that was interesting as well.
We're on 2, right?
Yes.
All right. My number 2 is Ty West Joint, The Innkeepers.
Nice. I had You're Next at number 2.
My number 2 is The Skin I Live In with Antonio Banderas. Great
Oh,
movie.
yeah.
Yeah. Some of them are almost interchangeable. Ben's got some that would be in my top 10. Livid needs a bigger release so people
Yeah.
actually see it.
I've got Absentia at number 2.
Good pick.
I think the first thing I saw was Flanagan, right?
Yeah. Small movie, too. I talked to Doug Jones about that one, and he said, like, that movie was made for nothing, and he knew Flanagan was going to be big. Jess Graham, I believe it's it's okay. The
Number
hub
2.
gets distracting.
It does. And other things. Number 2, Bag of Bones. It's Pierce
Oh.
Brosnan.
Stephen King.
Yeah.
Ooh.
No, wait, is it Stephen King?
Mhm.
Bag of
It
Bones?
is. Yep,
Maybe
it's
I
a-
wasn't even aware of that, but I enjoyed it.
Stephen King miniseries.
Yeah.
My number 1 is one of my favorite new slashers of the era. You're Next. I'm a baby slasher.
Nice. I just flip flopped
It
with
brought
you.
back
My-
Barbara Crampton.
Yeah.
My
Fighting
number
bunch of
one
birds.
was Innkeepers.
Nice.
Keep it.
I loved Innkeepers, but it would probably be in the top 10. My number 1, though, which has been mentioned, The Woman. Excellent movie. Love the Jack Ketchum book, too.
Ben beat me to it, but it's my number 1 is Kill List. Really good movie.
I love that one. Ben Wheatley.
Another
Just
IFC
Graham once
Midnight.
again.
Yes.
Oh, excuse me. Number 1. Yeah,
Yep.
you guys
Yeah.
probably aren't going to be surprised at this, but Scream 4, baby.
Scream Ford number 1. Okay.
I was so, this was a long span between the last one, and I was so excited for this, and I thought it should have gotten more of a bigger box office than it got at the time. Now, definitely the weakest one in the series up to that point to me. I just basically, they got a little less each time, but I still loved it and was
It's
excited.
better than 3. It's better than
No,
3.
it's not.
No,
It's
it's
not.
not. But
I'm not saying I'm a fan, but I would say
There's-
it's better than 3.
There's nothing after 3 that's better than 3. The only thing better than 3 is 1 and 2.
You're the only person that thinks that, Jess.
It's true.
no, he's not, because he's got an ally right here.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. And there's nothing better after 4 either.
No, it's
Then-
really not. It's
then
shit
4.
after that.
Well, I've enjoyed 5 Cream and Part 6, but I think I actually like 6 better than 5.
I do.
don't
too.
know.
5
I hate-
Cream
I hate 5 Cream.
sounds like a gangbang video.
Could be. It's right up your alley, ain't it, Dan?
That depends. Depends on what if you're the one doing the banging or getting banged, I guess.
Anyway,
Then Grandpa his list up there. Cabin in the Woods, Vivid, Kill List, Innskeeper, and Terrifier.
Those are good ones for sure.
There you are. All right.
And I'd actually seen
move
most
on right
all of
along
those. Except maybe one of them.
to 2012, and I'll let Jess start us out.
Or
Yeah.
should we have somebody else who hasn't yet on a
Well,
decade, or
we want
would that get
to,
too confusing for this group?
I
I got
think we can do it.
I got a couple
you go.
honorable mentions.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that honorable mention.
The Maniac remake, Found, and
Found's good.
American Mary.
Good picks.
I don't even like the movie at all, and I don't want to give it an honorable mention. But the ABCs of Death, I was in the top. I produced a short that was in the top 10 to be the letter T.
Oh,
What was
And
what was it called?
It was called T is for Time, and I'll go ahead and.
I think
it's
you
4
showed
minutes.
that to us, didn't you?
I think you guys have seen it. I don't know if the audience has. I'll
Yeah.
post the link in the chat if it works. But yeah, it was a contender. It was supposed to be on their Blu-ray special features, but then they kind of screwed us and ended up giving you a Blu-ray link
okay.
to the runners up.
That sucks.
Yeah.
This Corey mentioned a few of my honorable mentions. Found. That's another one. John dies at the end. Coscarelli. The honorable mention, and The Collection.
Mm-hmm.
And
Sinister was that year too. And so was Hate Crime, which I know is going to be Dan's number one pick.
The missing Christian commentary.
It's on Dan's list.
It's not on my. Again, maybe
the-
top 10.
Oh, Piranha 3 Double D. That'd be on my honorable mention too.
We're doing 2012 honorable mentions, right?
Yes.
Man, that's a hell of a
Yes,
year.
sir.
There's
This
a
is one
lot.
of my best years, I thought.
I'll throw out
Yes.
Wither. Wither is a good Evil Dead-esque movie that from the directors that went on to make the non-Full Moon Puppet Master movie Littlest Reich later on. So they came up in the world. Woman in Black's a good one as well.
Hold on.
That's a good one. It's a weird year too because I have some that you've mentioned that are 2013 for me, but oh god, there's also Resolution, the Justin Benson, Aaron Moorhead movie that went on to get the sequel, The Endless. That one's really good. Would You Rather is kind of a fun one. If you want something different, Berberian Sound Studio with Toby Jones. I really like that one. I think it'll be on some lists, but Chernobyl Diaries, The Bay. Name a few there. There's a lot though.
Gosh, I almost wanted to add the Woman in Black on my list because I didn't see that one. And
It's got Harry Potter in it, right?
yeah, and I liked it a lot, not because of him necessarily. It was just a solid movie. He does fine.
All right, we'll start. Number 5. I'll let Corey start. We'll go that way.
Okay.
My number 5, I had this. This is where I had Cabin in the Woods for 2012. So number 5.
It's on my this year too.
All right. My number 5 is Here Comes the Devil from director Adrian Garcia Bagliano. Somebody I actually know. Really good movie.
I'll go VHS, I guess.
Features.
Cool. And I think I am. I'm just gonna replace. I had Piranha Double D. I'm gonna replace it with The Woman in Black, because Double D was by far not as good as Piranha 3D. It was
It was.
funnier. It was goofier. I enjoyed it the one time I watched it, but it's
It's
definitely
good.
not.
Richard Dreyfuss is in the opening.
Yes, and that is no wait. He's in the opening of the.
Is it the first one? I thought it was the second one. Or no, what's his name?
Hasselhoff? Or is that no? He's in a lot of the movie.
No, the shit. Back to the Future guy. I can't think. Christopher Lloyd.
Yes,
He's
Christopher
in the second
Lloyd.
one, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Christopher Lloyd.
And it's still a fun one. So that goes to my honorable mentions. And Woman in Black is my number 5.
Great ghost story.
My number 5 is we got Frodo Baggins and the Maniac remake.
Back to me.
Yep.
Yes.
My number 4 is Lords of Salem.
Curious, is
that
that your
would have been honorable mention for me.
is that your favorite Rob Zombie movie, Corey?
No, I'd probably say House of a Thousand Corpses, but it's probably second.
Okay. One that was mentioned in the chat, I believe, a bit ago, Excision from director Richard Bates Jr. Annalyn McCord, really good, bizarre, kind of dark comedy horror.
Yeah, I was trying to see if that would qualify as a horror movie.
Oh, it definitely does at the end. That ending is fucked up.
Oh, that's amazing. I love it.
Yeah.
They made her look really ugly too. And she's not ugly.
This was a supermodel, I believe. Yeah.
Let's see. I guess it's me. I'll go with The Pact.
Oh, good ghost movie.
Never seen it.
Another one that shouldn't have had a sequel. The sequel's not very good.
Yeah.
Jess Graham.
My number 4, and actually it was Jay that kind of brought back this one, or possibly even got me to watch it the first time, but The Collection. And I thought it was pretty cool. Number 4, The Collection.
Nice.
My number 4 is Would You Rather? Brittany Snow and Jeffrey Combs is in it.
That's a fun movie.
Sasha Grey too. Don't forget.
Is she? Oh, the trailer. Ain't one of the Trailer Park Boys in it? Ricky? Ain't he in it too?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good. What will you do for money movie?
Yeah.
Number 3, VHS.
Just okay. Number 3 is American Mary. Really the best that the Soska sisters have done. Their only great movie. I think they're looking at their other stuff, I would say overrated, but they do have one really great movie.
That Rabbit movie was a turd.
Yeah, they've been chasing American Mary ever since.
Let's see. For number 3, I'm going to go with The Battery. It's another one I don't really ever hear mentioned, kind of like a post-apocalyptic zombie movie.
Yeah, zombie buddy movie. I love that one too.
My number 3 might have been mentioned in one of your honorable mentions, Found. Like the community had brought that to my attention a couple years ago and watched it and enjoyed it.
Yes.
Dude, that ending I still have nightmares about that freaking ending. It's messed up. Shout out to Corey S'mores and Doors when you had the director on, and I got that and Plank Face for his website signed. So
Yes.
That was probably the show that inspired me to watch it.
probably.
I know it was amongst our group, so
Yeah, we interviewed him and talked about a lot of his stuff, but mainly that.
I think you might even been talking about that movie even before you got him for the interview too.
Yeah, maybe so.
It was I liked it.
Yeah.
Talk about endings.
Yeah.
Are we on? What are we on? Number 4?
You're number
3?
3. Yeah.
Yeah, you're 3. Corey starts at 2.
Okay. I was trying to find. I don't know where it's at. It's somewhere, but I got
Oh, cool.
Nice.
found somewhere. I just couldn't find it. Couldn't find.
I
Found.
have the companion movie for Found, Headless. I have the a poster signed by like everybody from that.
Cool.
3, right? Yeah, 3. My number 3, which I think we've kind of debated when this came out, but Cabin in the Woods.
Well, my number 2 is Sinister. I just think that's a fun movie that feels like all the bad stuff happens in the day during that movie, which is kind of a weird twist. What I kind of like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hard to make that work, but they do.
Yeah.
Well, it was just mentioned. My number 2 is Found. When I first saw that, it's like a $10,000 movie, and it just shows you don't need a massive budget to do something truly amazing. One of the great endings of the 2000s. That movie sticks the landing and then some.
Hell yeah.
It was a good one.
Mine is Antiviral with Brandon Cronenberg.
Oh, I love that.
Cronenberg.
Yeah, that one doesn't get talked about a lot. I think it's just as good as his other stuff.
It's becoming more like appropriate. Like it kind of feels like something that might actually happen now, right? You know?
Yeah. Do you think if Taylor Swift offered up that that option, if you've seen that movie, there wouldn't be a bunch of kids and creepy dudes injecting themselves? 100%.
My number 2, I don't think a lot of people like this movie, but I liked it a lot. Dark Shadows, and it's more of a horror. It's more of a comedy horror.
It
But
still counts.
It still counts because the core of Dark Shadows. I was a fan of the '90s series that didn't last very long. My whole family, we watched it together, and I have a great memory of that. And then my mom watched the original soap opera Dark Shadows when she was younger. So Johnny Depp, we all loved it was a nice take on it. So number 2, Dark Shadows.
Dark Shadow. All right, my number 2 is VHS. I liked it when I seen it, and still, first time I ever watched it, my favorite segment's Ty West. And I feel like nobody ever talks about his segment. It's either the first segment is the one that gets talked about the most, but I love this segment a lot.
All right, my number 1, another great found footage movie, and one that I feel like no one really talks about at all. I know Ben had it on his list, but The Conspiracy.
Nice. Mine. Oh, sorry, looking at the wrong year. My number 1 is the Jennifer Lynch film Chained. If you haven't seen Chained, Vincent D'Onofrio, one of the more realistic portrayals of a serial killer. It's a really it's a psychological masterpiece. So good. It's one of those movies you look at and you think if it wasn't in the genre that it was in, he would get a Best Actor nomination. Chained. If you haven't seen it, it's not hard to come by.
Byzantium is my number one pick.
Ooh, good vampire movie.
Does that have any side effects?
Yeah. You bleed out of your eyes and anus.
Took a couple Byzantium before the stream.
I'm doing my part.
I'll be here all night. My number one's been mentioned like a half a dozen times already. It's Cabin in the Woods. Jay said it best earlier. It had everything for the horror fan.
Nice.
You. Get out of here.
See, number one. My number one, it's Sinister. Can't say nothing else about it. It's a great movie.
Sinister.
What is Jay came Jess Graham as the Joker?
That's when I was playing for the West Hollywood Party Foul kickball. We went to the World Kickball Championship in Las Vegas that year.
Was Brian Peck and P. Diddy on your team?
No. But we did wear cutoff short Daisy Dukes, so he might have enjoyed that.
Just,
P.
it was
Diddy's
West
just
Hollywood.
right now. So,
Jess still has welts from all those P. Diddy towel whips in the locker room. It's pretty excessive.
I don't know about that, but one of NSYNC, or was it the Backstreet Boys? I don't know. They wrote us a signed picture and good luck that year.
oh, brother.
And I don't even think it was the gay one.
All right.
I
2013.
missed all the P. Diddy talk.
It is talking about whipping my
did.
ass with a towel.
He's on the run currently. We don't know where he's
Yeah.
at.
I go back to knowing him as Puffy.
He'll
No,
be
I never met the
puffing
guy.
on. He'll be
Diddler,
puffing
I
on
like it.
something. P. Diddler is his new name.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Nobody's calling him Diddy anymore. He's P. Diddler.
2013. Honorable mentions for me: Willow Creek, The Purge,
Yeah.
and All Hallows Eve.
Yes. Those would probably be
So
honorable
many good ones
mentions
this
for
year.
me.
Oh, I forgot to go through there, but Ben had his list from 2012 or 2012. American Mary, Maniac, Conspiracy, VHS, Lords of Salem, and then my wife had Wrong Turn as 5 as number 1. Would You Rather, VHS, Stitches, and Sinister. I forgot about Stitches. I kind of like that one.
Yeah, that's a good.
Eli
clown movie.
Roth produced. That's the one where he like puts the
No,
they
that's
come off
clown.
right.
That's
That's Clown.
clown. Stitches is more of a horror comedy.
Oh, Clown's
Okay.
going on my list for sure.
Yeah, but anybody else got some honorable mentions for
2013. I've got a few. One that also kind of obscure, nail biter. One that I like. There is Witching and Bitching, which is a lot of fun. If you want a weird one, and I wouldn't recommend this to everybody, it's called The Rambler. Kind of a genre bender there, but I've always really enjoyed it. Frankenstein's Army, really good movie. Haunter, Field in England. There's Only Lovers Left Alive's a good one. There's a lot from this year.
Bad Milo.
Yeah.
That's a fun
is
one.
that the year?
Yes.
Okay.
Big Bad Wolves. is one I
All
like a
right. Well,
lot.
just Graham.
I know. And I'd let Dan Shine or Jay the Stingray. Shoot.
Did you pop out
Oh,
your honorable mentions, Jeff?
I kind of agreed with yours, and honestly, I almost want to switch it because my number 5 is not even an honorable mention to me. So I know that's bad. It sounds like there's a lot of good ones I missed out on this year.
Yeah, being Graham Nights about it, I probably would have been on my list if I'd have known it came up this year. I love that movie, even though Joe Lynch hates it.
Yeah.
He had, but I don't know, something with.
He
came
doesn't
away
like
not
a
very
lot
happy.
of his movies. Yeah.
My list is really a true top 4 for me. Number 5 could be several. I only saw a few others. All Hallows Eve could have been there. What was the other one you mentioned, Jake? I was like, yeah, I saw that. That was pretty good.
What about The Conjuring?
Purge.
Yeah, Purge. I think that was the one of those. I stopped watching it after part 2 or at part 2.
Part 3 is so good, man. I love election year. I love election year. It's good.
I don't know.
After that,
Again,
though,
I'm not
sad.
that found footage style guy. I mean, it's the wrong tone.
Talking to my guy all wrong. Come on. All right. I don't know. I don't even know who. Jay ain't started one, so we'll start with Jay. Jay the
All
Ray.
right. On number 5 is Why Don't You Play in Hell? Which I believe is Japanese. Really batshit, like revenge type movie.
Yeah.
There's some good Japanese horror and it sparked that American surge. Was it late 90s, early 2000s?
Oh yeah.
But the original Japanese movies were a lot of times much better.
Good era for Korean films as well, and yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, is it to me? I'm not sure.
No, it's to
correct
me.
order.
It's I just like I said, this one's just kind of I had to fill in number 5. It was Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3D. Saw it in theaters. I was big disappointment to me.
Do your thing, cuz.
It sucked. It did. It was maybe slightly better than the beginning, which bored me, but it was not the movie I was expecting. It's confusing, and as far as the timeline goes too, they tried to make it a sequel to the first movie again. Here we start pulling that shit, and characters who were in the original movie are playing different characters.
I think they cared.
No, it made me not care. But yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say about that. I mean, I did know one of the family, David Bourne, who played in it, so I had heard about it way earlier. He was filming it at the time or just got done. He's like, Bill Moseley's back, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be fucking the ultimate Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It was not. That's all I have to say about that.
Mr. Shine.
Okay, so my number 5. This one's not for everybody, but in some ways, it's the ballsiest movie ever made, and that is Escape from Tomorrow, the movie that's shot in Disneyland without permission. And not only that, shot there without permission and made that like a tagline for the goddamn movie. It's weird, it's different, but I like it quite a bit. And I forgot to throw it out as a honorable mention, but Sightseers. You could call it a horror movie, you could call it a lot of things, but I love that one. But my pick is Escape from Tomorrow.
Well, I just now saw Ben's got WNUF.
I forgot about that one.
Which I'm not going to change my list. That might have been in there, but my number 5 is The Conjuring.
Speaking of Ben's list. I'll pull Corey. I ain't gonna change my list either, but it would have 100% been high on my list, which is the Sacrament kind of a Ty West. About old Mr. Jim Jones and all
Yes.
that, loosely based on that.
Yep.
But my number 5.
They don't call him Jim Jones, right? It's weird
No,
because
they
it
don't.
is, but
But it
yeah.
isn't. But
Yeah.
Great movie. Ty West, he can't miss yet. He ain't missed one movie for me yet. Even his Western, he ain't missed. But my number 5 is VHS 2. Adam Wingard doing big things now. I think he's the first segment, and then was it Jason Eisner did Hobo with Shotguns, then Dark Side of the Ring did my favorite segment of it, the alien abduction slumber party thing.
Yeah.
It's a good sequel, in my opinion. I think I like it more than the first one, some parts.
Man, this is tough. It's tough for me to get a list together here. I got so many. Nah, fuck it. I'll go with Contracted. Since I know nobody else is probably going to mention it.
I think I've seen that one though, so
It's good. Another one that shouldn't have had a sequel.
I don't think I
is
know that one.
the sequel like Contracted Phase 2 or something?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
Good body
Obvious.
horror film.
Obviously not. They're just two completely different movies.
Oh yeah, Ben, I've seen it, and unfortunately, Kids versus Aliens was a little underwhelming for me. I was expecting a little bit more, but it was
Yeah,
decent.
Number 4 for me is Hatchet 3.
Hatchet 3. Okay.
Don't need to say too much about it.
Number 4 for me, it already came up, but The Battery, great zombie movie that made some noise, but should be talked about more. Jay mentioned it. Really good movie.
I had that in the wrong year too. I don't know what this.
It's not necessarily the wrong year. Some people go production, some people go
This is
VOD.
this is IMDb I'm looking at, so I don't know.
Or if
Yeah.
it came out overseas first,
I don't know where they're
list
getting
that
these dates
year
from.
First.
Yeah, there's some movies that it can be over 3 years because it had a release in France. You're good.
What shit? What did you say? Oh, Scream Factory put that out early on.
Yeah. Check
It's
it
a
out.
good movie.
That had a sequel too, which wasn't as good, but
Oh, I didn't know that.
Number 4, VHS 2.
Yeah.
I think my favorite VHS movie still overall.
I think too. I think it's got better segments overall than
I've liked
any
all of them, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Which one did we watch in Lexington? Was that Viral
85.
or 80? How many of
Was
those
it
motherfuckers
94? 94.
94, yeah. It wasn't the last one, but the one before. So 94, I believe.
Is that the one with Ratman? Right? Is that
Yes, I
94?
want to say yes.
I think it was. Let's see. Oh, no, yeah, my number 4 might come a little shocked, but I like it a lot, even though I know none of y'all probably gonna like it. Eli Roth, Green Inferno.
It's
Because when you know you're gonna die, what's the one thing you got to pop one off real quick, right?
Hey, I mean, wouldn't you if you know it's the end? Come
No,
on.
I would not.
Oh,
Absolutely
why?
not.
Did you guys see that the Dead Pit guys got a photo with Eli Roth? It's
Yeah.
pretty wild.
Wow.
Oh, Jay. Yep. Number 3.
Oh, it's me now.
Yes, sir. Number
I'm gonna
3.
go with Afflicted, another found footage movie that I like a lot.
I don't. Maybe I've heard. I don't know if I've seen Just Graham.
Okay, number 3, Mama.
Mama.
I was
It's
wondering if
creepy.
anybody was going to mention that one.
Yeah,
I
it's
like
creepy.
I like that one. Jay had my number 3, Afflicted, which is a found footage vampire movie. And even if you don't like found footage, I think it is really good. It's lively. It's just a great vampire movie.
Number 3, I had Jugface.
Oh, yeah.
Good
Love that
movie.
Oh, okay. My number
That's so many
3
I should have mentioned for honorable mentions, but I know we're kind of pushed for time here.
I saw that at some Appalachian horror festival. I remember. Really good movie.
My number 3, which I guess from here on out we're going mainstream shit for me, but I have to put them on there. You know, this Evil Dead 2013, man,
Oh,
it's sick.
Another Mike Flanagan. I'm going to go Oculus. Love that movie. I've seen it a bunch of times, and I'll probably watch it a bunch more times.
Sweet.
And this is number 2,
Yes, sir.
Insidious Chapter 2.
Okay.
Solid sequel to a movie I enjoyed the first one. I hate to sound like a broken record, but I did a promo for Insidious 2, and I think I did the promo. We were working on Insidious 2 before I even had seen the first movie yet. And then we ended up watching the first one and loved it.
Mm-hmm.
I remember him giving out
Very
out these lanterns as swag for the people who participated in the screening. Insidious 2, my number
Right.
2.
My number 2 is a movie. I don't know if any of you've watched it yet. I know I've mentioned it to a lot of you guys, but it's the found footage conspiracy horror film Banshee Chapter. Always have really loved this one, and I highly recommend you guys check it out if you haven't. The DVD is easy to get, and there is an overseas Blu-ray as well.
What's the name again?
Banshee Chapter. I actually think you would all like this one.
It's
Ted
Those,
Levine
right?
is in it.
I was at the
Huh?
Dollar Tree for
Yeah.
while.
You recommended it to me a while ago, Dan. I still gotta watch it. I bought it, but I need to watch it.
A lot of MK Ultra kind of conspiracy stuff in there. It's very, very good.
I had Evil Dead at 2.
I got number 2. This movie I hated the first time I seen it, but I love it. Texas Chainsaw 3D, man. It's just a fun time. Alexandra Daddario. What else do you need? That's all you need.
Not much.
Speaking of
all
her,
you
we
need.
didn't mention Bereavement, whatever year that was. Might have been the year before.
Yeah, that might.
her in it.
Yeah, Bereavement's really good. I think I can't remember the year on that one, but yeah, I love that one.
Number 1, I got to go with Evil Dead, man. I love that movie.
It's a great one. Horror Lives Matter. I ain't seen you in here. What's up?
Hello.
Crawl 2019. Ouija Origin of Evil were 2 outstanding films in that decade. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
My number 1, if you know me, is possibly predictable, but man, what a hell of a comeback. Curse of Chucky. Solid, not just Chucky film or Child's Play film. It went back to its roots after the fucking seed of Chucky. It was a great welcoming, and it was just a great horror film, and it also proved that you didn't need to spend $30 million even to make a solid fucking good horror movie, even in the mainstream.
I wish I could just go back and continue from there because that's like
Yeah.
Curse just had it right where it needed to be.
Yep. And then goodbye. Off the rails.
Whoa, Colt is freaking awesome. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, you
Yeah.
Colt
you
is
can stuff
fine,
Colt in a
but-
trash bag. I mean, it's maybe
Oh my
grown
God,
slightly
dude.
on me. It's still
No.
the worst episode ever.
Colt for me, just for the scene where there's like the 5 Chuckies and one's got the fucked up haircut and they're all going at each
Mhm.
other. It's just fun, hilarious.
I've come
I
to
love it.
accept it, but I hated the splitting the multiple Chuckies when I first saw it. I hated
Well, he really fucked that up this TV show.
it. I
didn't he?
know. I've accepted it though at this point.
Anyway, that was your one.
Number
so
one,
yeah,
Curse
Dan,
of
right?
Chucky.
Yep.
Okay. Number 1, shockingly, a remake, Maniac.
Oh wow.
The original is a classic, but I think they made a second classic with Elijah Wood.
Good one. Number 1 for me is Willow Creek.
Ooh,
Okay,
I love that movie.
Bobcat
Good one.
Goldthwait.
Yeah.
good one. My number 1 is The Conjuring. Gotta be. And that's all of 2013. Let me real quick see. Texas Chainsaw, Amy DeVille sound. What the hell is Amy DeVille sound doing here?
That's not even one of the official ones, is it?
Probably not. I gotta teach my wife better. But when I tell her let's watch this movie, she's like, "Oh, from 1970? No, thank you." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
I get her though. I get it, but
Mama,
give him a chance.
hey, we watched Monster Squad and she liked it, so that's fine.
There you go.
Mama, a good choice, Amanda.
Ben's got Evil Dead, Conjuring, Frankenstein's Army, Sacrament, and Dark Skies. And then he said, "Oh wait, WNEF is 5." And then
I'm glad you brought up that one as your honorable mention, man.
it's so hard to work this freaking iPad now. Horror Life Matters, first 2 in cities, Conjuring were great. Genuinely scary supernatural horrors. Yep. And he said Banshee Chapter has good scares, but a bit slow. Ben's seen. Wait. Yeah. All right. And I guess he's talking about Alexandra Daddario. Gotta be.
This next year is
Oh.
a banger, guys.
This next year is yes, it
Pretty
is.
good.
That's hilarious
14?
because I was gonna say this is the worst year ever. I
I'm
think.
I'm like halfway through, and I've got like so many that I want to pick.
I have like 2 that I actually enjoyed on my list,
Let me.
and they're pretty sad.
Wow.
I guess I could have done this from the beginning. and it
But that
would've-
probably also means I didn't watch enough movies in 2014.
You did not.
This is a good year.
Get on that.
I'll let whoever wants to start with the honorable mentions this year start. I'll be BRB.
I got shit.
Well, I'll throw out a few. Charlie's Farm, just a fun slasher movie. If you haven't checked that one out with Nathan Jones. I'm gonna avoid stuff that I think might be on your list, but there's Veronica. When Animals Dream is one I like a lot. Horsehead. God, there's so many this year. Possession of Michael King. It's one that I really like a lot. Housebound.
Yes.
Last Shift. It's hard really to narrow it down.
You
this
beat me,
year.
but I was going to say Last Shift as well, and Housebound may be on my list.
Yeah. Honeymoon's
Starry
another
Eyes.
good one.
Starry
Yeah.
Eyes is one I like a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Christie.
Under the Skin is another one.
Oh,
Some people wouldn't put it as a horror movie, but there's definitely some horrific elements in that one.
that's a wild one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the Scarlett Johansson one, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
And she doesn't get naked in that at all.
Mm. It's a lot of nakedness.
I didn't have that on there. Oh, that was on my. I think you already said Starry Eyes.
Mm.
Zombievers would have been on some honorable mentions.
It's on Ben's too. I like.
Hell yeah, he knows what's up. It Follows is on my honorable mentions.
Yeah.
And As Above, So Below would be on my honorable mentions. And The Purge Anarchy. I'd put that on there too.
I like all the Purge movies, man. I even like the fucking TV show.
I haven't watched it. First Purge, I didn't really like First Purge, and then what was the last Final Purge or whatever the last Purge was? I didn't mind that one too much. When they go to Mexico or whatever,
Yeah.
that one wasn't terrible. Yeah, Ben's honorable mentions Zombie Ride or Zombievers. I can't read it. I guess. Let Us Pray. Bringing Down the Marrow. Corey started last time, right? Dan ain't started. Dan, you can start with number 5 of 2014.
Sure. All right. Sorry, finding it in my list here. All right. Number 5, I have a really good werewolf movie, Late Phases.
Oh, shit. I didn't see that. I love that. The blind guy, right?
Yeah, Nick D'Amici from Stakeland,
Yeah.
actually. They kind of age him a
That's-
little bit. Yeah.
That would have been on my list, but I guess they didn't have it on there. I like that one. That's a good one.
Good one for people who say they don't make really good werewolf movies anymore. When we don't get them often, but Late Phases does it all right.
This should be higher on my list, but it's such a great year. Cabin Fever 3.
Nope.
Which Ty West, I think, is the director, right?
2.
He's not credited.
2.
Oh,
He's
okay.
part 2. Him, yeah, he's not credited. Joe Lynch came in and finished it up. Ty West didn't want his name on it.
Sean Astin, right?
That's 3. No, that's Patient Zero or some shit, ain't
That's
it?
Cabin Fever 3.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it? Okay, so yeah, that might be.
You know what? I'm getting 2 and 3 mixed up. Whatever, doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Just
2.
avoid the remake. Probably the most pointless remake ever.
My number 5 is just again. It was one of the last ones to put food on my table of this franchise. The Paranormal Activity, the Mark ones.
Is that the
It's kind of the spin-off.
That's the Mexican.
spinoff? The
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Some people love that one. Some people hate it.
I like
I don't.
I like
Yeah.
what it does and the ending, the twist ending. It's really cool.
Yeah, they needed to do something a little bit different at that point. So, yeah.
But I'm partial to those movies anyway.
Ooh. Oh shit. My number 5 is Town the Dreaded Sundown. I wouldn't really call it a remake, but I guess you could call it a remake. I don't know. It's not really a remake.
Remake and a sequel.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my number 5.
My number 5, another Bigfoot movie, Exists.
It's the Blair Witch guy, right?
Yeah.
Did that.
It's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
That and Primal Rage around the same-ish time. Good Bigfoot movies. Is it to me? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Now, who started?
Dan.
Jay. Dan
Is
did
it back?
start. Okay, Dan. Yeah, Dan,
All
you
right.
started. Yep, it's back to you. Sorry.
Cool. All right. My number 4 is one that it's really odd because there's similar movies that got a lot more hype, but this one came earlier, and I think outside the horror community, it's not known at all, and that is The Den, a found footage horror film, kind of dark side of the internet. I still think it holds up quite well.
And such a great year, man. I'll go Clown next.
Good
Love
one.
that movie.
Good one. Good one.
I guess I'll just go Annabelle. In all honesty, I watched it once, thought it was okay, and didn't really watch any of the other Connection movies
The
spin-offs.
first one?
Yeah, the first Annabelle.
Oh, dude, the last are a lot better. The middle one,
I know there's a lot of people
Creation.
that loves all
Creation
the.
is amazing.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to go back and give all that shit a chance again.
First one's the worst one, I think.
Yeah, by far the worst one.
Well, then that's probably why I haven't watched it more than once and didn't get past.
But yeah, Creation's really good. I think you'd like it.
I know there's this big following with those movies, but that doesn't always sell me either.
My number 4, which I guess I wasn't looking at my list when I think I said it was an honorable mention, but I had it on my list. But Purge Anarchy.
My number 4 has one of my most terrifying and horrific scenes I've ever seen in it. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. Backcountry.
Ooh, yeah, the
I
bear.
haven't seen that one.
Yeah. All right. I guess I'm at number 3. And I had the pleasure of being one of the first people to see this at a film festival, The Babadook, which went on to become quite the favorite and a gay icon for some reason. Don't know why, but
I have no idea why that. I've never heard that till now. But I am
Yeah.
happily surprised that you do have it on your list, Dan, because
I
I thought
am
a lot
too.
of people hate the Babadook.
Probably
That
the
kid
most
takes
annoying
me out
kid.
of it, man.
Everybody
Yeah.
always says that.
but
That
that's
kid,
the
man.
point, though. Like, she's
I
drowning.
don't care.
I'm not watching it again ever because of that kid.
I get it, but it's intentional. It's not just yeah.
If you thought Bob was bad in House by the Cemetery, watch that shit.
Huh.
Oh, come on, guys.
Huh.
That fucking kid, I hate him.
I'm shocked.
No.
That's the one I'm actually shocked made your list, Dan. Damn, that high.
I was very shocked to see it, and not
Yeah.
even just number
It-
5.
It's funny because that year it was, Babadook, It Follows, and those, like, people absolutely fucking love it, but you have that side of the horror community that fucking hates both of those movies. I like them both. So.
Eh. I don't hate him.
You hit Babadook,
Um,
don't you?
Well, yeah, kind of, but
Just because of the kid, though.
yeah, it's really the kid I hate. The monster's cool. Number 3, right? Honeymoon. That's a great one if you guys haven't seen it. Which I think it's got the
I haven't
chick
seen
from
it.
Game of Thrones in it, the redhead.
Yes.
I believe that's her.
Yes. Good Lovecraftian horror film.
She's also in the Time Traveler's Wife, the show.
Mhm.
Sorry, Jess.
No, I'm usually, you guys have to nudge me or something, so I didn't want to leave that
I
space.
can't.
Sorry. We're number 3, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Cabin Fever 3, Patient Zero, and it is not nearly as good as the second movie, which was also direct to video or something, but wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
But Patient
This-
Zero, it's fun enough. Number 3.
Alright. My number 3 Dan said a werewolf movie. I want to say a werewolf movie. My number 3 is Wolf Cop.
Oh, that's a good one.
That movie rocks, man.
There was a lot of good werewolf movies this year.
My number 3, first time watch at the 10th watch is Creep.
It is. It's unsettling too, man.
Mm.
All right. Number 2.
2. Yep.
So this one, it's extra disturbing because if you've ever had somebody that's gone through dementia, Alzheimer's, it's a really scary movie, especially if you know somebody going through it at that time. Taking of Deborah Logan. Really rough one too, especially if you've kind of experienced that with somebody.
My number 2 is Digging Up Tomorrow.
That was this year?
Mhm.
Man, it wouldn't. I don't know if
What it says, man. Shit.
It
I've
might
got
have
it
been.
in
I
my
don't have it
script.
anywhere else. Probably would make my list, or at least honorable mention.
Some good ones. My number 2 is Joyride 3, Roadkill.
What?
It is what you would expect, but still enjoyed it.
Um,
And
well, I'm mad at. Oh, go ahead.
I just was gonna say I love the first movie in that franchise, and none of these straight to videos even come close. But I still get a kick out of them.
I'm mad at everybody on here and Ben Grimm because I don't think this is going to make y'all's list. But my number 2 is the Houses October Built.
Oh,
Wasn't a fan.
I like it. It's kind of, it feels more like an advertisement for haunts. Like it makes me want to go to a haunt, but yeah.
It's a yearly October watch for me though. I watch it every year.
I can see that. I can see why. That's,
There's honestly a lot decade that's like now October watches for me.
Number 2 for me, not the biggest fan of the ending, the way they did that, but mine's the same as Dan's, Taking of Deborah Logan.
scary ass movie.
Yeah.
All right. Number 1 for 2014. I'm always partial to Hollywood themed stories, and this could change if you ask me again down the line. But number 1, Starry Eyes.
oh yeah.
Great horror movie. Alexandra Esso is amazing in it.
Pat Healy's in that, ain't he?
Yeah, Noah Sagan, Amanda Fuller, who we talked about earlier. Great cast.
Good movie.
I need to watch that one again.
It's a good
It's been a
one.
while. My number 1 is Wormwood, Road of the Dead.
Oh shit! I forgot about that movie, man.
I may have the wrong fucking year. Who knows?
No, I didn't.
I think you got the right year on that one.
Yeah, it would have made my list, but I forgot about
It's
that. It's
So
wild.
much fun, man.
It's like a zombie Mad Max, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
From what I remember. Yeah.
My number 1 is the Babadook, and
No.
I'm okay with it.
Let's see. Oh, Ben
You're
says-
supposed to hate the kid. It's okay.
Ben said I guess Netflix had a gay section, and the Babadook was mistakenly in that section, so that's why. he's a
Yeah.
gay
It
icon.
makes sense.
'Cause- Yeah. Well, Scream Factory came out with that special, the gay pride flag, whatever cover of the steelbook or whatever.
They did.
So
Yeah.
Babadook
Yeah,
2, he's going to have assless chaps. It's in the works.
she very good. Oh,
I think it
Jess.
deserves more credit than it gets. We starting right back up with me now with
No,
2015.
I think no, I haven't gave my number 1.
Oh,
I think I'm last, right? Yeah, I'm last.
I'm after you.
No, Corey's last. My number one best found footage, my favorite found footage movie of all time, and it's Creep.
That's great.
Nice.
I'm surprised y'all like that one as much.
I'm surprised
fucking
nobody
love it.
mentioned a VHS. You know, the VHS movie that year that
was
we all
viral.
Viral,
Yeah, that one sucked.
My number one is It Follows.
It's a good one.
Sweet.
Great score.
We're getting that sequel that's coming. I still don't see what you do in a sequel to that. But
yeah. Same director.
that I'm not sure. I have to double check that. I believe
He
so.
did Under the Streets of I forget the next movie he did. Wasn't very good.
Yeah, it made a lot of noise back then, but it just feels like a one and done story. I don't know. what
Silver
you do.
Lake Boulevard or some shit like that. Under the Streets.
Under
Oh.
the Silver Lake.
Yeah, A24.
That was good. I liked it.
I need to give it another shot.
20, I gotta change this. Fucking shit. 2015. God dang it. Music was courtesy of Planet CHH. If you didn't know in the beginning here.
Nice.
That's another good year. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all can go ahead and while I'm doing this, go ahead and go to y'all's honorable mentions of 2015. And while you're doing that, I'll give. Oh shit! Sorry. Ben had Creep, As Above, So Below, Paranormal Activity, The Mark Ones, Last Shift, and It Follows. You know, I
Lots
rewatched
of love
Last
for
Shift,
Creep.
and I just I don't know about it.
Yeah. I love As Above, So Below. I think it's just missing just a little something to make it a classic, but I still really like that movie.
Get on Creep, Jess Graham, and report back.
Yeah, you got to, dude. It's really good. Really
Creep?
good.
Yep.
Yes.
All right, out of all, I guess I'll write that down.
That's out of all of these, that's the one you need to watch. We're 2015. If whoever wants to start throwing out their honorable mentions.
Okay.
Yeah, whoever, it don't matter. And when we start, we'll go. Corey was last, so we'll start with Corey when we start.
Sweet. I'll throw out a really weird movie. It's I consider it the best Wild Eye releasing movie ever made, and it is Cat Sick Blues for an honorable mention. Really weird. If you're in the mood for something different, Cat Sick Blues is one to check out. Another one, really quirky movie, funny but also really disturbing. Der Bunker is a good one. I wouldn't consider this one a great movie, but if you're a fan of Leprechaun, check it out. No Malone is a good one if you're a fan of Leprechaun. Let's see. He Never Died. I suspect that's going to be on some lists, though. The Hallows, a good one. And yeah, there's a ton this year, but those are some.
Hell House LLC.
Oh, yeah. That started out that, yeah.
Tales of Halloween. I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
I don't guess it's going to be on my list because there's too many good ones, but Deathgasm, which I love.
Ooh.
13 Cameras. Those are a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Check out
We're
that
going to do a
newest one.
show on those. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it 16? Whichever the last one is was really good too.
Yeah.
I got shit.
We ready to? Oh, I'll wait for Jake.
I'm back.
Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse. I forgot
That
one.
was one to be on my honorable mentions. Goosebumps,
Yeah.
Out that year.
I like that movie. I don't care. if
I do
it's-
too.
I like the
And-
first one a lot. 2, not so much, but I thought the first one hit the right tone.
I like 2 more, I think.
Oh,
And I had this one. How do y'all feel about it? The Visit.
okay.
M. Night Shyamalan.
I
like that
consider
movie.
it. Yeah, I consider
I
it one
like
of
it.
his good ones.
I don't. Would you guys consider Bone Tomahawk a horror movie?
It's
Yeah, is that this year?
coming up. Yeah.
I do. I do.
Okay.
Christ.
Well, it's probably on a
Oh.
list then. My bad. I'll hold off. Great movie.
Is it this year though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it! I
But
can't-
it can be another year, so don't sweat it.
I don't have it anywhere. Oh well, whatever. Fuck it. Yeah, Corey's gonna start. It's number 5 on this year.
Tales of Halloween.
It's a great one.
It's a good one.
Sweet, sweet.
Scheinberg.
I will throw this one out because I think it's probably one of the more obscure ones that'll be mentioned for this year. It's an anthology horror film called German Angst. Some familiar German horror directors on this one. I don't know why you're laughing. It's a really good movie. More serious.
German
Mullet.
angst. What happens to German angst?
You gotta watch it to find out. God damn it.
Oh,
But-
Germans are usually Nazis, so are they like?
Well,
they
there
tend to
is-
be pretty angsty.
There is there is a Nazi themed story in it.
Shocker.
You can get it on Blu-ray. It's on Blu-ray from Art Exploitation.
I think I don't have room for that Blu-ray on my shelf.
Oh,
Well,
hello.
that's-
Oh, come and go. Hell yeah, brother.
We'll spell it differently. They'll never
They're
know.
changing the stores. I think Maverick or whatever owns it now, or has owned it for a while, and now I heard they're going to change all the come and go stores to Mavericks or some shit.
Oh,
Stupid. Anyway,
all right. Was it Dan's number 5 was Tales of Nazis, and Jay.
German
Oh.
Angst. Thank you.
We are
Only
still
one
here.
Nazi.
Another one that I don't hear enough people talk about. It's a great ghost movie.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
that's
It's
right.
great.
You're right, Ken. It is.
Uh,
See, Slasher No Shyamalan. That's how you
There
say
you
his
go.
last name. Who started Corey song last? Okay, so Jess, it's your turn.
oh sorry. I needed a 5th one to throw on here that I had seen. I didn't hate it. Another remake, Poltergeist, but it's definitely not memorable.
Oh,
Oh,
Just
Like I
Fred.
said,
Sorry,
I'm
man.
sorry. I
Sam
it was-
Rockwell is great in it, though.
2015 is the year we shame each other's picks. So
I mean, yeah, honestly, I'm not proud of it. I needed to throw something in it's not the worst remake out there. I'll watch that movie
watch
over
German
again.
Angst, and then you can replace it. Just
oh,
Get
you got
all
German
that-
angst in your heart, Dan,
But
according to Ben.
That
yeah,
is a
I'm not
fact.
proud of it. But I didn't honestly hate it either. So
Five. My number 5, same as Corey, Tales of Halloween. Just for my favorite segments, the devil and the kid. Oh, man, it's so funny. Like Tales of Halloween. It's a good one. I watch it every year too during Halloween, October.
Number 4, Bone Tomahawk.
Nice.
good pick. Good pick.
Great.
So my number 4, it's already come up, and I don't know why this one wasn't embraced more because it's funny as shit, and that is Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse.
I love it. I like it. Just didn't make my list.
It's a good party movie. It's a good one to just
Yes.
watch with a bunch of friends.
Number 4, I've got The Devil's Candy.
Mm,
Ooh.
I forgot about that one. That's a
Movie.
good one too. I feel like that was. It just seems like that was like later than 2015 for some reason.
A lot of these feel that way to me. Yeah.
I've got it a little bit in a different year, but
Shit.
I-
See, I don't know what the
Shit.
hell's going on with this list, man.
it's probably a festival release though. So, like I said, that works.
Number 4,
Yes, sir.
Tremors 5, Bloodlines.
I like Tremors 5.
I liked it too.
Is that the first one, Jamie Kennedy?
That's the first one.
Yeah.
And I basically liked every cheesy Tremor movie.
I do too. They're all cheesy fun.
Just happens this year it didn't make the list. So
5 might be the best sequel. That
Yeah.
might
Now-
be
now-
controversial
now.
to say.
I don't know.
I'd agree with that.
I
when
like
they
it
go,
better
like-
than 2, I think.
Yeah.
3 when they're out in the freaking Wild West. I like 3.
Yeah. I like almost all those movies, really.
Burt
But-
Gummer.
yeah.
Keeping him employed, all them
Yeah.
video Tremors movies. Oh, who said Trip Jess? Oh, it's my
Yeah,
turn.
that was me.
Shit, my bad. My number 4. I think somebody said this honorable mention. I think it was Jay, but Deathgasm movie rocks.
Yes.
It should be higher on my list, man.
It's a good one.
All right, number 3, The Witch.
Ooh. I expect that to be higher.
Another one, I have a different year.
Oh shit. I've got it
Yeah.
for this year too.
I do too.
Well,
But
then there
then
you
wrong,
go.
and we're all
I'm
right.
in the minority, but I just went by the U.S. theatrical on that one.
Yeah, I think we're on you, Dan. I think.
Okay, 3, right? I'm 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. My number 3, it's already come up, so I won't talk about it too much, but Bone Tomahawk.
Great one.
My number 3, one I watch every year, is A Christmas Horror Story.
Oh,
Oh, that's a
I like
good one.
that.
Is that the one with Shatner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi. I have a Christmas one as well for my number 3, Krampus.
Oh, that was the year, wasn't it?
I was pleasantly surprised in that. I
It was
didn't think
alright.
it was going to be that great. Maybe I went in with low expectations, which made it much better for me when I watched it.
My number 3 is this better be on some of y'all's list. Which my top 3 they could interchange, but for right now, number 3 is Green Room.
Oh yeah.
I like Green Room.
Number 2, Deathgasm.
Sweet. My number 2 is also Deathgasm.
Number 2 is Bloodsucking Bastards.
Good vampire movie. Forgot about that.
My number 2 is Insidious Chapter 3. Not as good as the last 2, but still enjoyable. Or the first 2.
Is that the one that's Young Lin Shay?
I
Like
think so,
before?
yeah.
Okay.
I don't. No, is that the last key or the?
She
that
did-
might be the last key. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
But my number 2 is The Witch. Black
Nice.
Phillip.
All right, number 1, Green Room.
There you go. Somebody's got it, huh?
My number 1, a German horror movie that has nothing to do with Nazis.
God, you love the Germans. don't you,
The
man?
original Good Night Mommy.
Oh, I was gonna put that on my list. I love that movie.
Great movie.
They remade it in English, by the way.
For no reason, they did.
Yeah, for no fucking reason. It's stupid. My number one, probably my favorite movie in this whole list is The Witch.
You did a commentary on recently, didn't you? Back this past October?
Good Night, Mommy.
No, The Witch.
Oh, I do a commentary. It's possible. I've talked about it enough.
It's an all-time classic.
Oh, yeah, well, my number one is The Final Girls.
Oh, good pick.
And Corey
I
had been
think
harping at me to watch it.
I-
My cable channel 11 Corey, and he gave me a copy, and this was a year or two ago. I finally watched it, and I was like, dude, it's good.
A
Chris
lot
brought
of
that
love
up
in the
earlier.
chat too. Hey, zombie.
Here it is on my list.
There you go. Cliff Booth knows what's up.
Yes. Zombie ass
Zombies?
toilet of the
What's up?
dead coming soon.
Zombie?
Zombie?
It took me over a year to get this show that we're doing now back. I'm hoping it doesn't take that long to get Jay the Stingray back and commentary.
It might. It might.
We need more
Uh-huh.
Ernest.
We do.
Never have
Oh,
enough
dear.
Ernest.
No. Did I? Oh, no. After we get off, I'll show you one of my shirts.
If anybody
Uh,
could send me a copy of Scared Stupid, I would love to do that on here.
I mean, I can send you a
Blu-ray's
DVD
out of
copy.
print.
Blu-ray's out of print. I can send you. Well, I can just bring my DVD copy
Hell yeah.
with me.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Be
DVD,
great,
but
And you can do that in October, but until October, I mean, we got Ernest
Hey.
Rides Again. We got Ernest Goes to School. We got Ernest Needs a Kidney.
We did Ernest Back to Africa at one point.
We did.
we got Ernest go join
Ernest
the
Goes to
army.
the Army.
Dude, we
Slam
need
Dunk
to.
Ernest?
Slam Dunk
Yeah.
Ernest is great.
If I think you're gonna have to remind me. If I think I'll bring it too, if you want to rip it or whatever. We need to do one of just. I got a DVD collection that one part of it, it's like an hour, maybe 2 hours worth of nothing but his old regional local commercials. They're
Oh, that's
great.
great.
They're great.
Jay, I'll check. I might have a copy of that in my store. I'm not 100%. It might have sold, but I'll check.
Um,
Yeah, I'd love to own a physical copy, but just a rip would be fine. If somebody has
yeah,
it.
I can bring my DVD, which I still think you can get what I have pretty cheap on Amazon. It's a 3-pack.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
DVD you can. Blu-rays, I think.
That'd be
hard
fine.
Yeah,
DVD,
Blu-ray's
yeah.
out of print. But yeah, my number one. No one's mentioned this. I don't know why. It's another October watch and one of my found footage. Hell House LLC.
Sweet.
And that
Did you like the
rounds out-
last one?
I loved it. There's not one I haven't liked.
Man, this next year is killer too.
This is it. We're moving on to 2016. Anybody got any honorable mentions? Go ahead and bust those out for 2016. Shit.
This is probably going to be the last one I have for honorable mentions because I had to rush through the rest of this. But let's see. Honorable mentions. Trash Fire. Another one with Anna Lynn McCord that I like quite a bit. I don't know that probably won't be on any lists. Anti-Birth, if you want to get weird. Let's see. A few of these I still kind of feel are going to be on lists, so I'm not going to throw out any. I'm Not a Serial Killer. That'll be another one I'll throw out there.
Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies is an interesting concept. I just wish I liked it more.
Mm-hmm.
The Transfiguration was really good. The Monster, Purge election year.
Mhm.
Shallow, that's a decent shark movie. We don't get very many of those good ones anymore.
I got Are you done, Jay? Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. No, I'm just
Okay.
spitballing.
I got for this year. There's a lot of them. I got Conjuring 2, Don't Breathe, Better Watch
yeah.
Out, Ouija Origins of Evil, the Belko Experiment, and the Blair Witch. Whatever you want to call it. Ain't really a remake, but my honorable mentions for that year. It's a good year. These last from here on out are pretty good years.
Yeah. Oh, I'll also throw one out because it's kind of horror adjacent, but one I can recommend to anybody. Good Neighbor with James Caan. Really interesting premise, just trying to drive this old guy insane, and I like that one a lot. Yeah.
It's tough to only pick 5. Good gosh.
Yeah, I know. And we'll let Jeff start.
Okay, God.
And we'll go Jeff, Dan, work that way. JB last.
Okay.
Number 5, the 2016. Number 5,
Yes.
Autopsy of Jane Doe. It was all right.
It was all right. It's your top 5. It's your
It
number
was
5.
all right. It's my number 5. It was all right.
Sorry, you're going to me now.
Yes.
So this one is also really obscure, and I'm not sure why, considering the cast, but I like women going insane movies, and this one's called Sunchoke. It has Sarah Hagen from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Barbara Crampton, Sarah Molecule Lane.
Sarah Hagen, Freaks and Geeks, man. Hilarious.
Yeah, she should be bigger than she is. And this is a good showcase for her. Sunchoke. Really just one that like nobody saw, and it just fell under the radar.
I had Ouija Origin of Evil at 5.
Good one. Number 5 for me is 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Let's see. I'll go Hush.
Oh,
Number 5.
Oh. There we
Jess will start
back to
number
me.
4.
Starting number
Yep,
4.
Number 4.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna be thrown out of this community for this one, but Boo, a Medea Halloween.
Oh. Yeah.
Just the
You're
fact that
gone,
you've seen
Jess.
that and not this other stuff.
Ah.
No more shout outs for you. Back in the
What year
closet, Jess.
was Nickelodeon's Fun Size? That was a good one too.
That was good.
It's
Justice,
surprisingly enjoyable. Yeah.
I don't even know why I watched that, but
Victoria's pretty cool. Like
Who do we?
name basis.
Are we back to me?
Yeah, your turn.
All right, number 4. I have The Wailing. Excellent film. It just got released on 4K. If you haven't seen it, long one though, so
that's a good
it'll
one.
be an evening.
Yeah. I think
It is.
Chris told me about that one a long time ago that I need to watch it.
Yeah, you do. You do.
Number 4, I didn't mind this one. Blair Witch.
Good one. My number 4 is The Void.
It's a tough year.
Mm-hmm. I said Neon Demon. There's a lot that I could put in that slot, but I'll go Neon Demon.
I like that.
Yeah, about that one. And then Jeff.
To number
All
3.
There you go, Jeff.
See, I'm
This
not
is
completely insane.
Medea Halloween. What?
Yes,
Over.
gotta love Medea. Come on, why does everybody hate on
Going
Medea?
hardcore. I'm in Atlanta, and I
She has a
fucking
Christmas
hate
one, too.
Tyler Perry. So,
Oh, come on.
yeah.
And you're a
Talentless
Star Trek
hack.
fan, even?
Of course, I'm a Star
And-
Trek fan.
So is he. Anyway, number 3.
Oh,
What?
I'm just trying to like. I think I'm not going through it, but this is taking a lot of time. But somebody wants to know about that apron behind you there, Corey.
Gotta watch S'mores indoors.
There you go. And Jay, my wife wants me to take all my movies to you.
That's great. That was great.
And
Take them
Chris-
to McKay's and then trade them off for the Medea collection. How about that?
no, we already got all those.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I don't
Bad
have
black
them, but-
woman started it all. And
Uh,
Ben Grimm, did you get his fun size comment?
See that? Sorry.
There's a lot of read the chats, folks. There's some good stuff in there.
I'm trying, but it's been a long show, and I know Jeff's
Yeah.
gonna get up early, so uh,
I do.
it's you though for number 3, I think.
Number 3, and I really like this one. I honestly don't know what you guys thought. You might have thought it was generic, but The Boy.
Oh, Brahms, the boy.
Yeah, I hated the
Really?
sequel.
I like the first one.
The sequel
Yeah, I like the first
sucks.
Yeah.
But the first one I really enjoyed.
Is that the one with the Walking Dead girl, or is that the sequel?
Yeah, no,
Yes.
wait,
Okay.
the first one.
She was
yeah.
the mom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maggie.
Is this me
Enjoyable.
now?
no,
Dan.
it's my turn. Is it Dan? Oh yeah. Shit. Yep, Dan.
Okay, so
Number
number
three.
3 for me. I've lost the direction on this one. My
I
bad.
have to.
It's you then.
All right. Number 3 for me. And I'm going to throw it out there. I kind of fucked up on this year a little bit because Train to Busan, but it's Train to Busan. You all know about Train to Busan. But my pick is Raw from director Julia DeCornell, who went on to do some pretty amazing things. But
Great
Raw is a great cannibal film. It's disturbing. Another one that really sticks the landing on the ending, and I love it.
My number 3 is The Void.
Boy.
Yeah. This was a tough one for 5.
My number 3, I think one of you already had on your list already, but my number 3 is Hush.
Hmm.
Mike Flanagan.
My number 3 is The Eyes of My Mother. Really disturbing movie that I love.
Oh, what a tough year.
That's Graham. So
It's
number
hard.
2.
Number 2.
So she said,
Yeah. That's
Jess
not
is
like-
throwing out fucking Tyler Perry movies over here.
The Terrifier is not Tyler Perry.
"Hey,
I wish Art the Clown would take out Medea. That would be nice. Next movie.
let's Terrifier 4."
Next movie.
Dan.
All right, back to me. Number 2.
Yeah.
Jay killed me with the Eyes of My Mother because that one I neglected too. But this should be number 1, which tells you how highly I think of number 1. But Baskin. Baskin is a fucking classic. We had the director on the show. Don't sleep on it. It's a great movie. Easy to get your hands on.
31 flavors.
Number 2 for me is Neon Demon.
I guess I need to rewatch that. Y'all had it. I think you and Jay had it. When you
Chris.
top 5. What do you say? Maybe it calls. Shut up, Chris.
Oh, thank you.
Just
Oh,
beats
yeah,
the fuck out of him with the frying pan. to
I'd watch it.
really, really bad one-liners.
He's got to be in a dress, though.
Yeah.
Both of them in dresses.
That's the Freddy versus Jason cover art. Just Art just wipes out her entire family, but she survives the attack. And
I could definitely see that if they were still doing Scary Movie
Yeah.
sequels.
Number 2, right? Yeah. Oh, shit. My number 2 is Terrifier.
Nice.
My number 2 is The Void. A few of you guys had that one on your list already.
I think everybody did besides Chess because he hasn't seen it. Because he's
No.
too busy watching fucking Medea Goes on Christmas Vacation.
It's a good one.
Medea goes to hell the final night.
I would be there.
She just shaves Art's chest.
I'm not embarrassed. I get a kick out of those movies.
They're in a tote in the closet where they belong.
Oh, you should have those suckers displayed right on his shelves.
I ain't got
Amanda.
no. They're my shelves, and I ain't got room. I ain't even got room for all my stuff.
Well, at least
This is-
a Medea Halloween in his horror, which is probably his main section.
That's all. Yeah, mostly all it is.
One of the best of 2016, Jacob.
No,
To me, number 1. Are we the
no. Jess, did you give your number 1?
Oh, I start the number ones, right? Or the
Yeah.
2016.
Yeah.
okay?
My number
There we
one
go.
is Lights Out.
Mm.
Better than the Babadook, even.
Oh, hold on.
I'd agree with you.
I'm pulling Ben's card right here. Don't you ever disrespect Ernest P. World like that again, sir. Don't do it.
It's true. It's true, Ben Grimm. There isn't nothing wrong with that.
Mm,
Maybe we do a romantic comedy where they
Yeah.
fuck. They need to fuck. That would be the funniest sex scene ever.
Oh, if only Jim Varney were still with us.
Maybe it's a threesome with rim job.
Yee.
Threesome with rim job.
Rimjob's been dead for 30 years.
it's rim shot. Okay, it's rim shot, Dan. Fucker.
Rim shot, rim job. Yeah, it's hard to keep these things straight.
Ah,
So good. So good.
Try to keep straight. It's your turn to go. You're number 1, sir.
Number 1. Again, I know you guys had it a different year, but it's The Witch. I mean, The Witch is a horror classic, stone cold, all time. Yes.
My number 1 is maybe one of my favorites of this whole decade, and I guess to some people it's just all right. But Autopsy of Jane Doe has
Mm.
just a awesome twist in the end of it.
That is
alright.
a nightmare fuel movie. I love it.
Yeah.
Um,
All right, 2017.
I ain't got my number 1. Calm down.
Oh, sorry. I
Scheinberg.
don't know where I'm at.
Fucking Scheinberg of the SS. Calm down.
Rim jobs on the mind. I'm sorry.
He's got to get this moving along.
My number 1 is Train to Busan. Probably my favorite zombie movie of all time. Now we can move on to 2017.
Jay's
Hold on.
gotta go.
Wait, what happened?
Jay's got to do his number 1.
Oh shit! Yep.
Ouija, Origin of Evil.
Oh wow.
You know, that is a good one of that original was shit, and
was.
surprisingly enough,
Hot
the
turd.
second one. Yeah. Second one's really good.
Okay, we're gonna move to 2017. Honorable mentions, or are we just gonna get right into it?
At this point, I had to rush, so I didn't do honorable mentions. So.
I'm ready to go.
Okay, that's fine. We're ready to go. I'll start, and we'll go Corey and one. 2017. My number 5 is The Blacksmith and the Devil. It's I don't know, Dan, tell me what country it was made. Spain, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good one. Netflix. I think it's still on Netflix. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's really good.
There you go.
Number 5 for me for my IMDb credit, unlisted owner.
There you go.
Nice.
There you go. Got that autographed from you guys.
Yeah.
All right. For me, my number 5 is one that shockingly, for whatever reason, it's not better known, and it's weird considering the stars in it, Mia Goth and lots of names in it, but Marrowbone.
Hell of a year. Let's see. I'll go The Babysitter for my number 5.
Only because it's grown on me and I love the franchise so much, but it's still the worst episode ever. Cult of Chucky, and it actually bumped off Happy Death Day slasher home video, Chris, because I think Happy Death Day is it's all right, but it's overrated.
Whatever. Just great.
This was what.
Number 4. My number 4 is It Chapter 1.
My number 4 is Annabelle Creation.
My number 4 is one that another one. I don't know why this isn't better known. It's a little bit on the extreme side, but one I think you would all like. Who's Watching Oliver? Some truly heinous, evil shit in that movie.
My number 4 is Mom and Dad.
Oh, good one.
That's the Nick Cage one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Selma Blair. Good one.
My number, was it me?
Yeah.
My number 4 is Jigsaw. Again, more for the love of the franchise. I didn't hate the movie, but it might be better than part 7 or 6.
Yeah. Back to me. My number 3 is Happy Death Day.
Cult of Chucky.
It Chapter
sorry.
1.
Was I out
That's
of turn?
Sorry.
No, I think I went out of turn. Maybe. I don't know.
Wait, what?
No, you're
Sorry,
good.
where are we at?
I
Sorry.
don't know.
Is it me?
Yeah, sure.
I'm making sure.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I just did my 3, so
Okay, so it's me for 3, right?
Yes. Yeah, I think we're
All right.
I think I went out of turn.
Okay.
Jay's supposed to go.
No, that's cool. That's cool. My number 3 is The Devil's Candy, which came up before, and really unique movie. I love it.
Now we're back just at 2.
I think he's still
I don't
3.
give my 3.
You didn't? Well, I don't know what the fuck happened then. I didn't give my. I don't know.
Who hasn't given their number 3?
All right, Jess, you give your.
If you're the last one,
Yeah,
then we can
I'm
pick a
sorry.
different order.
If it,
Last one.
it
Last
Chapter 1, the It remake, Chapter 1
Oh yeah,
was my number 3.
There you go. Okay, now we're.
It was actually pretty cool. I don't like Chapter 2 even close to it.
All right.
Chapter 1's awesome.
Number 2. My number 2 is Annabelle Creation. So that's one you need to put down to watch soon, Jess.
Number 2 is Happy Death Day.
My number 2. If you watch it, it's very, very upsetting. It's definitely an extreme horror movie. The Chilean film Trauma. There's a lot of movies called Trauma, but you're looking for the Chilean one. But that's really rough shit.
Number 2 is It. They should have stopped it. Just It.
Yeah,
So good.
agreed.
I've tried to avoid a lot of mainstream stuff, but I gotta pick that movie for
It's
how
good.
good the first one
Yeah.
was.
Better than the original miniseries by far.
Way better. Way better.
I don't know if I'd say way better, but I definitely agree it's better. I mean, that had some. That was powerful back when it aired. It's original.
Ben has one that again I kind of overlooked. Terrified from
Yeah.
the director of When Evil Lurks. I
Yeah.
did it quick, but Ben got it for us.
Number 2,
Yeah.
1922.
Oh, okay.
That's a good movie.
I enjoyed it quite a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
My number 1 is The Babysitter.
My number 1 is Get Out.
Get out.
All right, my number 1. I really like this movie, A Dark Song.
My number 1 is Annabelle Creation.
I guess I gotta write that down. My number 1 is 47 Meters Down. What a fucking blast!
That's a fun movie.
Yeah, just
It's
what a blast.
Dan, what was yours?
A Dark Song. Easy Blu-ray to get a hold of.
I'm making my list that has like 500 movies on it that I'll probably never watch half of.
Everybody gave everything.
Same here, Jay. I am literally writing things.
Everybody gave her 1 for. Creep 2, yeah, Creep 2 was that year, but it's not.
Yeah.
No, it was good. Thanks for being here, Zombie. Ben, Get Out, Terrified. I don't know, Get Out Yet, Terrified, Happy Death Day, and David Made a Maze. And then, all right, 2018. 2018. I gotta give some honorable mentions because I think this was a good year, real quick. Got Apostle, another Netflix one. Kind of like a Wicker Man is kind of movie in a way. Escape Room. I like the Escape Room. The Meg, Overlord. Let me see. Oh, Hell House LLC Part 2. And that's all my honorable mentions.
Did you guys like Bird Box?
No, I
did.
liked it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Did you watch the sequel?
I didn't know it was out.
It's on Netflix. The one
What's
it's
it
not
called?
as good.
I have no interest in that. It doesn't really tie in the first one. But yes, I like
Yeah.
Bird Box quite a bit.
Yeah. Bird Box Barcelona, I think was the name.
Was that? I haven't seen that. Okay, we'll go.
It's a hell of a year.
We'll let Jay start, and we'll go Jay, Jess, Stan, Corey, me. We'll do that way.
Just because I love it so much, I'll go with The Perfection.
Good one. To me next. Or are we
Jess.
going? Jess.
No,
okay.
Jess.
Okay.
Then you, then
Cool.
whatever way that goes.
2018, number 5, Puppet Master, Littlest Right.
Mm.
Ooh. I like that one a lot. So my pick for number 5, real these are all classics for 2019. Tigers Are Not Afraid.
I still need to see that. It's been on my watch list for a while.
It's amazing.
We on 18 or 19?
18.
Oh shit, my bad. I fucked up. I'm wrong year. Spoiler alert. All right, well, I fucked up. But you know what my 2019. But my 2018 for number 5 is Summer of '84. Sorry about that. My notes are sloppy.
I got the Meg at 5.
Alright, good one. My number 5 is same as Dan's, Summer of '84.
Oh man, good year. Love that movie. I'll go Quiet Place because I love creature features. Had a lot of fun with it.
Quiet Place. Just Grant.
We're starting number 4 then.
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
Oh, and I know there's a couple movies I could technically replace this with, but I went with Halloween 2018. I know I'm lame. I'm lame.
That's all right, Jess. We still love you.
Thanks. Don't kick me out.
My number 4 is The House That Jack Built.
Mm,
That's my number 4 too.
Oh, nice.
okay. My number 4 is Puppet Master Littlest Reich.
I do love that one.
My number 3 is The House That Jack Built.
There we go.
Just Grant.
Oh shit, guys. Sorry. Number 3, Children of the Corn Runaway.
What?
I actually
What
like
the fuck?
I like the
What?
Children of the Corn fucking movies, the straight to video shitty ones even.
Well, that's okay. That's all right.
It was Gulager, I think, did that one.
Yeah, I think he did.
It was surprisingly not so bad. The same guy who did Double D.
All right.
Lana.
Clue Son.
Yeah, Cluson.
Yeah. Yeah.
Feast.
He didn't get that blowjob on the set. My number 3 is Annihilation. Also a trilogy of great books by Jeff Vandermeer.
My number 3 is Mandy.
Mm.
Good.
Can y'all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
My number 3 is Leprechaun Returns.
I like that too.
Um,
I'll leave that up.
don't shoot me, but my number 2 is Suspiria remake.
Is the what?
The Suspiria remake.
Oh,
That's
I like
cool.
it. I like it a lot.
That's cool.
Jess Grant.
Testicles.
I don't even know where the fuck I'm at.
Start using that Bobby Heenan line on Jess. Jess, wake up, they'll
You
throw
could-
dirt on you.
You
Number
could
2.
technically switch out 1 or 2, but I put Hellfest for number 2.
Okay.
I didn't even realize that was this year.
Yeah, these last few I did quick, but Hellfest is a damn fine pick.
It's
I
a
love
damn
Hellfest.
fine movie for a horror fan.
For my number 2 spot, I've got Possum. Probably one a lot of you haven't seen. Nothing to do with the killer possum, but really excellent psychological horror film.
Number 2 for me, a cool anthology, I think, movie called Ghost Stories.
Oh yeah.
Haven't seen that. Number 2 for me is Hereditary.
That's my number 1.
Gosh, that didn't make my list. I think you guys overhyped it for me.
Oh my god.
And my number 1's Bird Box. I liked it better than A Quiet Place.
Okay.
And
I think still maybe Netflix's most popular original movie ever. Top 1 or 2 at least.
Was that during COVID? Was that one of those
Yeah.
COVID movies?
Yeah.
well, right
Yeah.
before really.
But-
Yeah, right at the start, kind of. Everybody watched it. That and
What a-
Tiger King.
Yeah.
You know, somebody here has to represent movies people have seen.
Well, fuck you too, Jess Grimm.
I mentioned Bird Box earlier.
You did. You did.
All right. My number one absolute masterpiece, Hereditary. If you haven't seen it, get on it.
Yeah, Hereditary too.
My number
Or
one
not.
is Hellfest.
Good pick.
Solid number one.
And that's 28th. We're on the last year,
Yes.
2019. Any honorable mentions this year from you guys?
There's a
I
lot.
throw out. I got like 3 here. I'll throw out Us. I wish I would have liked it better.
Mhm.
It was just a little convoluted to me. Crawl, the alligator movie, and a movie called The Vigil.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
A hell of a year, guys.
This might be my favorite year.
I got The Lodge, Midsummer for my honorable mentions for this year. And I don't know how I missed it. I'm gonna go back to 2017, but I missed The Ritual somehow from 2017, so I don't know how I missed that one. But we'll start this one. I'll just go. I think it's clockwise. I'll start with me and go Corey, Dan, Jess, Jay. My number 5 for this year is Hell House LLC 3, The Lake of Fire.
Number 5 is Midsummer.
I already spoiled my number 5, but Tigers Are Not Afraid. Wonderful film. And if you collect steel books, there is one out there for it.
But Jeremy.
Jess, you.
Oh, my number 5 was between, and these were disappointing sequels, but 47 Meters Down, Uncaged, and Zombieland Double Tap. But
Uncaged, I love that movie. It's so cheesy and stupid, but I love it.
Yeah, I think that's one. The Zombieland was more the honorable mention.
They're
But it's
blind
still-
sharks. They're blind.
It was still nothing compared to that first 47 Meters Down, man. That was a wild ride for me. I stumbled upon that before I'd even heard anybody else talk about it.
Man, this is tough, but I'm gonna go Wounds for my number 5
Oh, good one.
with I believe Armie Hammer was in that. R.I.P. I mean his career.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, maybe might as well be.
My number 4 is Annabelle Comes Home.
I don't mind that one. My 4 is Saint Maud.
Yeah, I know Saint Maud is listed for like 3 different years.
Yeah.
But fuck it. Number 4, Saint Maud.
It's just not on my list, guys. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I know it's cheesy. And it probably blows this movie away. The one I have next. But it didn't click with me, Saint Maud. I put Pet Sematary Remake, and I'm a big fan of the original. It does not come close to the original. It did have a different twist to it, and I think it would have been even more enjoyable if the fucking trailers didn't spoil it. And that's all I
thought
have
the
to say
sequel was
about that.
better than the remake. The
It
sequel
was.
to the remake.
Pet Sematary 2 was also
The-
better than
like
the
a
remake.
prequel.
but
I mean, the have you seen the prequel with Young Judd in it?
Oh, wait, no, I haven't seen Bloodlines yet.
Bloodlines. That's it.
You liked it?
No.
Yeah, I liked it.
Oh, you liked it? What?
I liked
I
it.
didn't watch it
Sucks.
because I thought everybody hated it.
It's not good. Jay likes it, so you might like it. I don't know.
Well, maybe, and I'm giving the remake some credit. And
I
it's a
mean,
forgettable
You've got a
remake,
lot
I
that you
guess,
need to
to
watch
most
before
people.
that, Jess. But
Yeah, but you know,
watch Hereditary again.
I don't know if I can. I tried, guys. You hyped it up.
It's
And,
so fucking good, Jess. Just watch it again.
you guys are all like, it's
Go
I
for
think by the
Creep.
time I got
for
to
Creep.
it,
You
it
haven't
was
seen
so
that
full
one.
of cream and jizzed all over. I didn't, it's uncomfortable.
It was deserving of the Bukkake bath, Jess.
But I was the last guy. And
We waiting on me on number 3.
I think Jay's still going,
I
right?
know
Oh,
anymore.
okay. Number
Oh,
4.
I've got to do number 3. I'll go The Lighthouse.
Good pick.
Oh, I guess okay. My number 3 is Ready or Not.
What?
I didn't know you. I thought you hadn't given your 4 yet. But
Oh. Well, fuck it. It doesn't matter.
my number 3 is Dr. Sleep.
My number 3, probably the best original horror movie I've ever seen on Netflix, The Perfection.
It's a great one.
Just Green.
And this is the last, the Child's Play remake. Again, I thought it was better than Cult of Chucky, at least. But that's about it as far as the franchise goes. It was kind of its own thing, even.
Yeah,
And
I like
that's-
that remake.
and that's okay.
Have you seen the director's cut of Dr. Sleep, Corey?
I don't think I have.
I got to be
should.
honest I fucking hated Dr. Sleep.
Oh
Really?
my god.
Wow.
Me in a minute.
I like it. It's better
I
than
love-
the book. I actually read the damn book, and it is like the
Hello?
worst Stephen King
Chris,
book I've ever read.
What's up?
Really? it Yeah, I mean, and I love the original the Shining movie, the first one. And yeah.
Yeah. Just saying a lot of things that I don't like either. Like, I'm starting number 2, right? So, where we at? I guess. My number 2 is Dr. Sleep. Fuck you, Jess. It's better than The Shining.
Oh no. Oh good
Yeah.
God.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What has happened here? You guys all took the shot.
I might agree with you there, Jake, actually.
Oh God.
My number 2 is the
Goofy.
Lighthouse.
My number 2 is also The Lighthouse, another masterpiece.
My number 2 is The Lodge.
Mine
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, might as well.
That's my number 2.
Oh,
also.
I thought you said might as well. I thought you were making it.
Um,
Mine is. We
Another dig.
match up, Jay. I love it. Glad I'm on par somewhere.
My number 1 is one of my most recent favorite haunt/Halloween movies. And I'm all ashamed that it's not on any of yours guys' list so far. And that's Haunt.
I like Con.
I like On a lot.
It's got action figures now.
Yep.
I like Haunt more than Hellfest. How about that?
Nah, I can't go that far, but I love them both.
I like it more than Hellfest, but yeah, love them both.
My number 1, I feel like it was one of those perfect movies to watch during the pandemic, The Lodge.
Yeah. My number 1, and I will say the theatrical and director's cut are both great and have different things worth watching. Midsummer.
My number 1 for 2019. I like it a lot. In the Tall Grass. Patrick
Okay.
Wilson.
Mm-hmm. I didn't mind that one.
I just, again, I don't know, fell upon it, switched it on, not really knowing too much about it, and thought it was a good ride.
Midsummer.
Midsummer.
I like Midsummer. That the scene, the mating scene still cracks me up.
That's the only depiction I've ever seen that actually captures hallucinogens, like what it actually does to you.
Yeah. Nashville.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, that was our top 5 of the horrors of the 2010s. I'm not doing horrors of the 70s, so we'll have to figure something else out.
Oh, come on.
For I have to watch too many freaking movies, and I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it.
Can't do your top 3 or even your number 1 movie. You can't find one movie.
I mean, I guess we can. Fuck it. Yeah,
DCM wins.
Or do a different genre, maybe. Whatever you want to do.
We'll figure
I'm
it
just glad
out.
the show's kind of back.
Best women in prison movies. Go.
Maybe.
Top 10 Ernest
well-
movies.
I can't go that far down in chat on this for some reason, but everybody that was here, I know Daily Ghost was here, Zombie, Slash Home Video, Cliff Booth, Ben Grimm, Horror Life Matter. My wife was here. If I missed anybody else, I'm sorry. I just won't let me scroll that far in the chat. We'll go around the room and see. Corey, what's coming up on S'mores and Doors?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a doubleheader night sometime after WrestleMania. We'll do I want to do the ranking of the VHS films and segments.
Oh,
So we'll do that, and then I'm gonna fire off a new kind of obscure horror survivor show with Andy Griffith
Yes.
serial killer movie Winter Kill. So,
oh yeah. Speaking well, yeah, listen, and Griffith.
There we go.
Come on.
Yeah.
he is a sheriff in that one too. But
Hell yeah, brother. Does
They
he carry
weren't
a gun?
watch-
No.
They were
What's that?
supposed to be watching Opie when he drowned.
Does he carry a gun in that one?
he shoots that gun in that one.
Oh shit. He ain't Mayberry no more.
No.
He's not. You get a yippee ki motherfucker from him.
Yeah.
Die Hard
I
stole it.
wish.
I gotta watch this movie. This might be it. The next one. Ben's got 80s action. That might be the next
Oh, there
one.
you go. That's a good one. That's a
That
good
is a
one.
great one.
That'd be a tough one to do.
Especially top 5. Yeah, that makes it harder.
Dan Scheinberg of the SS. What's coming up on Fleshman?
We will be live on Wednesday, right before I head out to Nashville. Probably maybe the most stacked show of the year as far as our review shows go. There's a lot of big ones. So yeah, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2, talking the Pooniverse. We'll be reviewing that, and Ghostbusters, and
The Pooniverse? Is that what it's called?
it is
Yeah.
called the
Wow.
Pooniverse. The
That's
Pooniverse.
perfect.
They're building up to that Avengers movie. Got to get Bambi and Pinocchio in there first, but and yeah, you can see me back here on Slaughterport's channel for the best of Rim Job coming soon.
Rim shot. Damn it. Get it right, Dan. Jay, I know you've been doing stuff on the movie pocket.
Yeah, check it out. The movie discussion Pocket Dimension
Where,
Tuesday
yeah.
night. Tonight. 8
Are-
Eastern. We'll be doing
Are
Amadeus.
you- when you bring back commentaries though on Jay Stingray?
Oh no, man. We'll see.
Hey, Jess brought me back. Maybe if he hounds you enough, he can bring you back.
I've
gotta
been
bring
hounding him
everybody
the
back.
same.
And Jess Graham, what's
Cable
coming up
channel
on 11.
Cable Channel 11. We just did a show last night. Had a
You can
Jake
see me
versus
get
Dan.
screwed. If you want to go back on the playback, see me get screwed.
Go and
the
watch the
trivia
replay of the
championship.
collusion that took place.
Collusion, yes.
It was
Trivia
Russia.
championship. Next month, hopefully, is Jay the Stingray pick, the Final Destination franchise.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
If
I gotta watch
we
those again.
got to make sure we can schedule with Jay, because again, I think that was one you had suggested a long time ago now.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
So awesome. And of course, the rest of you guys, hope you're there too. And we got all sorts of programming on cable channel 11. Go check it out.
Hell yeah, brother. And I'll eventually, sometime probably tomorrow, I'll link everybody channel here in the description and whatnot.
Yes.
So you
Oh,
can-
I'll get shit if I don't say Corey's Dead Time Gories next Saturday, season
Sweet,
finale.
sweet.
Sorry, good. That's it.
You good? Just as far as me, just check the channel. We're gonna iron out some details, get some contracts signed in the green room here, and figure out what we'll do next here. But thanks to everybody that was watching. We had, for me, not streaming really in a long time. I think we peaked at 11. That's pretty good. So
Well.
thanks everybody. Peace.
Peace out.